What's going on, chat? Chat, we are here. I apologize if we're late here, but guys, we have the one and only Grym here in the Discussions with Destro podcast.
What's up, everyone? How you doing? Good to see you all.
How's everyone's week going? How's your week going, Grym?
It's been okay. You know, I had scurvy 18 for the last couple of days over the weekend. So just coming off the tail end of that and feeling pretty good. Did a nice stream yesterday, so yeah, back into the swing of things.
Nice. Do you even get fevers anymore since it's so hot down there, or?
No, not really. No, there's no sweating it out. You know, it's just you sweat it out all the time, every day.
It's understandable. It makes sense. So you just recently got back from DreamHack Dallas, correct?
Yeah. Yep. Came back, and man, it was an incredible trip. You know, just even like the travel was the most brutal part of the trip, I think, because just hours and hours of travel through an interdimensional portal.
Yeah.
For like 75,000 hours. And you feel kind of like cramped when you're traveling through there, cramped, like no leg room. And sometimes you're in the middle and two random people are next to you and you're like, oh, fuck. But it was all right. It was okay, because when you land and get to the hotel room, it's just like, it's relief.
Yeah.
And it's kind of everything. Yeah. Everything after that was just amazing. And
then you notate those two souls that were next to you to make sure you just take them early.
Yeah, because they were just next to me. Like, their time is done.
Yeah,
you know, I'm not standing for that. Their soul is mine.
It makes sense. Yeah. Well, don't ever. I mean, I love hanging out with you, but don't put me on a plane or an interdimensional portal with you. What do you?
Yeah,
how does time work? That's a lot of hours. I feel like I would have aged.
Yeah, it's weird. When you travel interdimensionally through a portal, you actually go back in time to like around, probably close to when the dinosaurs were around, and then you go forward, and then you go like a little bit ahead.
How old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
Man. Like I think you're 13 hours behind me right now.
Oh,
so that
okay.
was kind of like the jet lag experience I had, was being 13 hours ahead or whatever.
Makes sense.
But it was okay.
Yeah, it's early for you today.
Yeah, it's 8:15 a.m.
Oh man.
So,
still sailing the high seas. Yes, cheers.
Actually, can I even drink this? Why did I choose this cup? Oh, that's good. It's actually terrible, but I say it's good every time.
Oh man, so I guess let's start back to the beginning. Obviously, you have a whole life before streaming, but how did you get into streaming? How long have you been streaming?
Yeah, I think, you know, like most people, just on the internet, you know, how it started was, you know, I'm a big fan of Trivium. You are too. I'm a big fan of Matt Heafy from Trivium, and I think it was on his socials, him just like promoting his Twitch channel and posting clips of his Twitch channel and him doing things on it. I was like, okay, what's this all about, you know, and checking out Twitch and seeing that he was just playing music and people in the chat were kind of hanging out and rocking out with him.
That's awesome. And, so Matt Heafy was the first stream you came across? Yeah,
pretty much. That was like the first time I saw like streaming and music together. And I think I heard of Twitch, like I think many years ago when it was just on TV. I knew people were broadcasting games. But this was the first time I saw that live music was kind of being broadcasted, and there was an audience there to watch it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what got me really interested in the first place.
Nice.
It was like that and a mixture of like Dr. Disrespect, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was like, because he's an entertainer, right? So yeah, big time, those two.
Nice. And did you get into streaming before Scurvy 19 broke out, or did you get in around that time?
Actually, I think, God, when did I start? I think I started like 2018 or something, like the end of 2018.
Yeah.
And I started actually on Mixer too, weirdly enough.
Oh, okay.
But Mixer looked really nice and had the Xbox integration, and I wasn't ready to play music yet, but I was ready to just do something. And so I had a bunch of Xbox games. I saw the Mixer app on the Xbox, so I thought just linking it up at first, doing that, and started like that, yeah, and just like a webcam, or it was really basic kind of stream setup, and I was playing like Fallout, I think like Fallout 4, Fallout 76.
Ooh, nice.
And just doing that to start.
Side note, what did you think of did you watch the new Fallout show?
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I thought it was fantastic.
It really hit the mark on the games, and the kind of random funny experiences you have in the games.
Yeah. Sweet. Well, let's go back a little bit further. Then I only thought we'd be talking about Twitch. I didn't know that you were on Mixer. So for those of you guys that don't know, Mixer is like the streaming platform that was it was Microsoft, right? Not Xbox.
Microsoft, yeah.
Okay, yeah. And now, did that originally only start on console and then allowed on PC, or was it always from the get-go you could stream on a PC?
I think you could stream on the PC. Yeah, okay. It's it was just like any other website.
Yeah.
Mixer.com or something, and yeah, and I think it was very accessible through the Xbox. That's how I kind of started. But then, yeah, that leads you down that rabbit hole of like setting up a stream on a PC and getting your overlays and all that stuff, So it was just like, I didn't know what I was getting myself into, man, doing that.
Did you switch over to Twitch when Mixer disappeared, or did you make that jump over to Twitch while Mixer was still around?
It's weird. I started with Mixer, and then I wanted to bring more music. I wanted to integrate like the music path into the stream. So I thought, well, a lot of bands have a Facebook page, right? They use Facebook, so you can stream on Facebook too. So I thought of merging those two things together, like the streaming thing and the music thing, have it as one page, one place. There we go. And so I started doing that. I started playing games on Facebook as I was getting my music stuff together more. And but then when I did my first kind of music stream on Facebook, it was just there was no audience, there was no like groups to like post my things into. There was some like heavy metal groups, but nothing really around live streaming, with the music stuff. So I was like, what the hell? So I just bit the bullet. I was like, why didn't I just go to Twitch? That is the like king of streaming platforms at that point. So I was like, let's just go there. And I made an account there, and over the next couple of months streaming there, got the affiliate thing, nice. And just started building there. And then I think that happened like 2019.
Okay.
It was like March 2019, I think.
So fun fact, guys, Grym is the first person to ever raid on my channel on Twitch, ever. And I was playing...
I'm honored.
I was playing Opeth. I was like improvising. Someone had me improv. I didn't know how to play the song. Someone had me improv over like, God, what's the name of it? Something, the Black River or something like that. It's like a 9-minute song. I don't know why. I just hit play and then I was like, oh shit. But man, yeah, man, that was a trip. And ever since then, man, this man has been a big inspiration. And it's been awesome to see like the metal community really embrace it in your community. Blackwater Park, that's what it is. Steven, thank you. Yo, Suspect, dude, what's going on, dude?
Same here, Destro. Like seeing, because when I first rated you, I think you were streaming in your bedroom or something. I could see your bed
I had a bed behind me.
Yeah. and so it's been inspirational for me to watch you like evolve into that new space you have, and just all the cameras and the interactivity with the lights and stuff and the music. You're an incredible player.
Oh, thanks, man.
It keeps me on my toes too, and I love it. I love your stuff, and you inspire me too, more than you might know.
Oh man, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Well, right back at you. I'm telling you, man, I swear, there's every time I'm in your stream, my jaws drop at some feature I didn't realize that you had. And I'm just like, how is this like, I'm gonna be honest, I find myself pretty savvy with trying to make things exciting other than just the music itself. But man, I go to this guy's stream and you got a mosh pit of skeletons circling him with a tornado of fire. Like, what in the living shit? It is so crazy. So awesome.
Anything's possible in the multidimensional universe.
Man, I'm gonna have to visit one of these times. I don't know how I can make it back to the mortal world. If I go there, if I'm stuck there. But man, that would be a dream.
You know what we should do? We should get should film you playing. Maybe we should learn like a Trivium song together.
We should do a collab, yeah.
Yeah, and then so you play a guitar part, maybe film it, and they'll get you out here on the boat, and we'll rock out to it sometime.
Oh,
that'll be pretty sick.
Okay, yeah, I guess that would be sick. All right, I like it. Hell yeah. So out of all of those things that you do in your stream, there's just so many elements, there's so many dimensions that you're portaling back and forth on. What is one of your favorite places to be in your realm?
Oh, that's a good one. Because it is great here. It's great being on the seas and all the fun stuff that we can do here. It's good to be at the Soul Arena. But also, I really do enjoy just there's another place I go to where it's just it just looks like fire behind me, just like a wall of fire or something. Very simple kind of like environment behind me, almost two-dimensional, if you will.
Okay.
And what that place is actually just inside my mind. And so it's nice to do streams in there. There's streams where I sit down and I can chat with my community easier. It just seems a bit more like intimate. So I really like those streams too. A bit more kind of chill down streams where I can sit with the guitar, be super comfortable. But I mean, it's a hard one to choose because there's the pros and cons to all of that, and I love it out here too. I think overall, maybe this is my favorite environment right now, just because of what we can do and what can happen out here, and the kind of epicness that occurs during the songs.
Yeah, it's crazy to see different things try and attack you or be summoned in your environment, depending on either the song or what's happening in the stream. And in a perfect example, you guys know I'm a huge Gojira fan, and when Flying Whales happens, I mean, this is like one of the greatest experiences in streaming you could possibly watch. Is in Grym's stream, guys.
It's great because we actually see actual whales come out of the lava, and then at one point I teleport onto the whale and I play like the breakdown part.
Oh my god!
There's fucking flamethrowers coming out of the blowholes of the whales too.
It's the craziest shit, man.
One day I hope that Mario, Joe, those guys in Gojira see that clip or something.
Oh my gosh.
Enjoy it, maybe.
That would be cool. Yeah, we need to get this. Okay, chat, you heard it here first, guys. We need to try and get this. We'll just tag him. Constantly tag Joe on Instagram and just post it every day. Yeah. He's like, that fucking story again. He's like, okay,
someone
fine,
find
I'll
out
watch
their
it.
Email address.
Yeah.
Maybe I can Bluetooth it to him. I don't know. You remember that, being able to Bluetooth like songs to people? Can you even do that anymore?
I don't know. I would assume so. Probably. What is it, like airdropping?
You could Bluetooth like an image or a song to someone on their phone, and it would take like 3 hours or something. But you can transfer files like that.
Right. Yeah. Well, do you remember the days of the beeper?
The beeper? No.
No.
What the hell is that?
Oh shit. Okay, so you were dead before beepers came about. So beepers were absolutely the stupidest thing that didn't make any sense. Or a pager. Okay, sorry. Yeah, beeper, a pager, whatever, same thing. Tomato, tomato.
Different word.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know what? So you know what I'm talking about now?
Yeah, I never used one, but
neither did I.
What was that? Just like a notification system?
Yeah, it was like,
on your belt.
Hey, someone's trying to get a hold of you, but guess what? You can't get a hold of them with this. You need to go somewhere to try and call them. But yeah, early technology. What's one of your all-time favorite streaming moments Now I know DreamHack is big. Let's start small first. As far as on-stream moments, what's one of your biggest accomplishments or most awesome stream events, or anything that's had happen that you're most proud of?
Oh man, that's a tough one. Gotta really think about that. A lot of epic moments have happened. I'll choose two of them, maybe. Maybe three of them.
Go for it.
In no particular order, though. Like I've had some real legends come into the stream. One of them being Ola England, and him sending me a guitar after the stream. I'll see if I can show you. So Ola England came in more than once. A couple of times. Rocking out with us. Really enjoyed like the show, the experience, and me playing obviously the solo guitar. And then after one of the streams, he hit me up in the DMs and he wanted to send me this. And so he sent me this. Oh,
that finish. Wait, is that black on like the edging? Oh
no,
or is it just like the way the lighting is?
A little bit of black in there.
Okay, it's like embedded.
Cannibalismo model.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's a nice guitar. He sent me
like
this.
The
very
wood
special
finish
guitar,
on
man.
that. That's a 6?
Yeah, 6-string, yeah. So that was
That's
a really
fire.
epic moment to have, because Ola, I first learned of Ola England through, obviously he was, gear reviews, and I think it was through, a Neural DSP plugin thing that he did, a video on it. That's what got me to get the VST. That was before I had the Helix. I was rocking that thing, and then him tuning in the stream, I was just like, what the hell? And then him sending a guitar just fucking blew my mind.
That's crazy.
So that was really epic. And then I had another legend like Gene Hoglan, the drummer for Death Claw and Death, my favorite band. He's tuned in. I've played Crystal Mountain for him.
That's cool.
And then I've gone to his channel and someone's requested one of my songs for him to drum to.
Oh, that's badass.
That was it was just really cool to see that. And he's he voiced how much of a fan he is of the show as well, so that was really special too.
Nice.
And then a lot of epic community moments as well, where the communities come together, and we've recently we got a drum kit for the stream, so we're doing drum streams. So it was a big community effort with the support that we could afford that kit, and that was just really special too, because drumming is very nostalgic for me. It's like going back in time, and it was cool that our community came together to make that happen.
Yeah, shipping down to your level is not cheap, I assume.
No. Tens of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And half the time it gets fucking missing anyway.
And
I think it on the boat.
Probably counts as a sacrifice, right? I assume the person shipping it doesn't make it back.
No, they never do.
That's awesome. Yeah, so you're saying, drumming kind of brings you back in time. I guess we can kind of sidestep to, how you got into music in general. How did you get into playing music, and was guitar your first instrument?
Yeah, when did I start? It's probably, I'm just trying to think. I think it was 2006 or something. I started playing drums, and I played that for 4 years. Yeah, actually that is the timeline. 2006, I started playing drums for about 4 years, and started with AC/DC, playing along to AC/DC, Lynyrd Skynyrd, and then Metallica, and then got the double bass, double kick pedal, and got into some Trivium Lamb of God.
Yeah,
but that's when I started listening to the guitar riffs, a bit more, and really just frothing over the guitar stuff. And so I got kind of turned on to guitar that way, and I ended up borrowing a friend's guitar. This was 2010, and played that for a couple of months. Bought a shitty $200 one for myself. Played that for probably about a year or so, and then then I just dropped all my fucking money I've ever earned in my entire life on a Gibson Les Paul Custom.
Oh wow!
I got that. The exact same kind of guitar that Matt Heafy started with, because he was the big hero getting into that. I remember watching a show of Matt. He was 17 years old. It was It was just like him and the two other guys in Trivium at the time, playing the old school Ember to Inferno songs. And
Yeah.
this was like, this was from their Trivium World website, like as a member of their fan club.
Oh,
You
okay.
could access these videos, and I can't find the video anywhere on YouTube. I've looked so hard for it because that was like such a driving, inspirational thing for me to play guitar. So and then yeah, I've been playing guitar for like, God, about 14 years now since, yeah, 2024, 14 years.
Nice. Which instrument do you like more?
Oh man. I've been enjoying the drums a lot because it's like great energy release. And
Yeah.
when you get locked into a rhythm, it's like, it feels really good. It
Yeah.
feels so good. And
That's what she said.
so I really love that. But I do really love playing guitar still. I love playing solos and just rocking out the guitar. But drums, I guess, is pretty fresh, pretty new. And so I've been right into that. Hard to pick a favorite.
Right.
The one thing I hate the most out of all of it is singing, is vocals, screaming. It's been the hardest thing for me to learn and get better at. But probably because I haven't applied too much correct practice around it, you know,
So
or too much routine practice, I should say.
when did you start starting doing vocals and screaming?
I think probably as I was getting more into guitar, a couple of years into guitar, I think, yeah. Because you listen to heavy metal, you're getting into the riffs, learning the riffs, and then you start listening to the voice a bit as well, and
Yeah.
getting into that. And then so you start doing like karaoke, you know, if you got a car or something, you're driving along, you do some karaoke, scream along to your favorite songs, and do it in your bedroom or whatever, and that's how it kind of started.
Nice.
That was probably like, I don't know, probably like 8 years ago or something.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah. So you definitely been doing it for a good amount of time.
Yeah.
Do you do any bass? Do you have a bass at all?
I do have a bass, yeah. It's a pretty old and shitty bass. It's got like, I got it probably like 7 years ago, and I haven't changed the strings yet. It's got the original, I don't even know how long those strings are on it before that too. But it's, and I used that bass guitar to track my latest 2 songs. So, and all the black metal songs too. I fucking dial the bass down really low though, because I know it's gonna sound garbage. I should just bite the bullet and buy new strings, but I haven't got around to it, and I don't
Bass
really
strings
play
are
it too much.
expensive, man.
Yeah,
Bass strings are so expensive.
I only ever play it when I gotta track bass parts, you know. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't really play it otherwise.
So what made you want to get a drum set initially when you were younger? Particular band, particular song, particular album, or none of the above?
What inspired me most with drums, I think, was Lars from Metallica, for sure. Yeah. You know, his playing is more simple, but watching his showmanship,
It's amazing.
like the music videos, the live videos, that's what really grabbed me. You know, he made it look really fun, exciting, and then watching one of my friends play drums too, and just being in that room while it's getting played, and you can feel the fucking bass drum like pounding in your chest.
Yeah.
And then being at a live show and just feeling like all the drums just reverb through your fucking skeletal system. That's what really got me into it, I think, is just that energy there.
Nice. Yeah, I totally gotta agree. I know Lars gets shit on a bunch, but I actually wanted to play drums before guitar too. We just lived in an apartment, and my parents were like, "You're not playing fucking drums. There's no room." So they got me a guitar.
Back then.
Yeah. But man, yeah, I was obsessed with Lars. Like, I was really obsessed with Metallica at the time. But yeah. His like stage performance and energy, like, say what you will about his playing or whatever, but he knows how to get a crowd going, as that whole band does. And I just remember always being obsessed with that drum battle between him and James on the live shit Binge and Purge DVD. That was always so sick.
Yeah. You know, Lars he's more than a drummer too. He's a really great songwriter. Even like when you watch like those DVDs of them, or even I think like fuck, what was the Death
Some
Magnetic
Kind of
one on
Monster?
YouTube? And Some Kind of Monster too. You see them feeding off ideas with each other, and so he's
Yeah.
probably responsible for a lot of different little parts and songs, like being there, which is really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, like the whole concept of Unforgiven is like his idea was to do the chorus like clean and the verses distorted, where most ballad songs were the opposite type of structure.
Yeah.
Which is really unique, and like it's simple, but it's like it really hadn't been done before that. I mean, there's probably a couple examples, but not really anything that got as big as that.
I love how that transitions too. Like when that verse kicks in on that song, it's just fucking, it's so good.
It really is. It really is. Yo, we got Chavez Flexington in the chat, y'all. If we can get a shout out for him, guys, go follow this awesome drummer.
He says front page as well.
Oh hell yeah, let's go. We're on the front page. All right, everyone behave now. Everyone behave, or Grym will take y'all's soul, man. Be on your best behavior.
Too much paperwork. Just do whatever the fuck you want, but you only got 2 hours.
So, what was your first concert that you'd ever been to?
Oh, I think it would be like a couple of like local bands, like friends bands. Yeah, they would have been the first, I think. First big concert though, I think was a festival. Yeah, it was a full metal festival experience. And I think at that festival, I think I caught Gojira. And I think and Dragon Force too. Yeah, Dragon Force, Gojira, and then the headliners were like Linkin Park.
Damn.
And Linkin Park and fucking System of a Down, like next to each other. 2 different stages. One played on that one, then you just turn your head left and watch the other one.
That's cool.
It was so good. And then the next year, I think it was Slipknot was the headliner, and then Metallica after them. So that was cool. And I think that was the same festival. That was like the very next year. Same festival where I think it was Mastodon, Lamb of God, and Trivium. Like back to back.
Damn.
On 2 stages, just like swapping stages. And In Flames too. I didn't know much.
That's my favorite, dude.
Yeah. I didn't know many In Flames songs at the time, but I caught them live, and it was really sad because towards the end of their set, people were like trying to like get Lamb of God to come on because they were coming on next, and everyone was there for Lamb of God. I think not everyone, but a lot of people were trying to get like kind of like hurrying them up so Lamb of God would come on, and they didn't like it. The guys in Flames got a bit sour about it, and I would too. You know, trying to do your show, and yeah, it was a bit shit for the audience to do that.
I swear, man, In Flames is so underrated, and it's crazy because, dude, they're one of the godfathers of all of this shit. Dude. Yeah. They've been around for so long. It's pretty nuts.
I listen to a couple of their older tracks every now and then, just put up a random one.
Yeah.
And it has that real fucking distinct sound, you know.
It totally does. That like Swedish death metal or melodic death metal that they first kind of coined. The guitar work is just. It's guitar. It's a guitarist band for sure. I feel like, but man, those melodies and harmonies are so good.
Their when they collabed with Pendulum, was it Pendulum?
Oh yes, Pendulum. Yeah. That song is man,
that was sick.
Yeah,
it was really good.
I wish that song got more popularity too. Actually, that song was so good.
Just like it blends so well, those 2 genres together, the drum and bass and In Flames.
Yeah. I was really, if you think about it too, like, not a lot of bands have been able to change styles and still be successful. Whether or not people want to say that about Metallica, that's their opinion. I personally love Load and Reload. I get it. At the time, it wasn't something people wanted. But, like, In Flames did that Mama too. Said. Yeah. That
country-ass song James wrote, I think.
So good, though. It was so good. But In Flames did that too, you know. They kind of made that switch over at like Reroute to Remain and Soundtrack to Your Escape, where they like officially dived into like the metalcore kind of like scene. And I think that kind of also kind of it's funny, there's like split There's like Split in Flames fans, kind of like the same way, kind of
so
like
many bands
Gojira.
do that, yeah.
Old and
They
new
change things
Gojira, definitely a
Yeah.
lot more melodic. I think Joe's really found his voice, for sure, and I think that definitely attributes to probably how they do their writing process.
Yep. I feel like Magma is where it kind of like it really came together for them, like their sound got really locked in.
Yep. I
That's
totally
great.
agree. So speaking of like writing process and stuff like that, you have 2 full albums.
I've got one full album and then one like side album of like a bunch of little riffs, and then the second full length album is currently in progress. I would say, yeah.
Nice. So
I did a little black metal album on the side as well, just before.
hell yeah, I
That's yet to be
remember
released, though.
seeing that going through. So is that going to be getting released in the future?
Yeah, once I fully recover from this scurvy 18, I'm gonna finish tracking the vocals for it, mix it in, and then probably chuck it up everywhere. Yeah.
Nice. I can't wait. That's gonna be awesome. How does the writing process go for a lot of your music, and how would you say that writing process has adapted over time since your first like early songs versus what you've been writing recently?
When I first started writing music, obviously you need a drummer, right? So and I was just doing things on my own, in my own time, in my own space, and I didn't have a drum kit at the time, so I couldn't do it myself. But I had knowledge of drum beats, and I learned that you could program them. So I had this like software that you could load like drum samples into these pads, and then you just like punch them in the MIDI format. So I started doing that, just manually writing a drum beat and then trying to write a riff to it. So songs were kind of coming together really slowly that way. But as of the last couple of years, back in 2020 when I did this that first full-length album, I had that software called Easy Drummer, or Easy Drummer 2, I think it is. And that just made things so much easier.
It really does.
To write music, because there's full-on loops that a drummer's gone in the studio, recorded these loops, and then you're just dragging and dropping like the 20-second loop into your song, into your project, and then you can write any riff you want around that. And there's like kind of like transition loops and like verse chorus, like specific ones they've done, and you can just piece together songs really easily like that. So I've been using that for the last couple of years, and with this new stuff too. I got all these packs, man, just hundreds and hundreds of beats. And I would just go and they like categorize as well, like black metal drummers, death metal drummers, thrash metal. And so I'm just kind of choosing different variations and just putting it in there, and I'll like start writing, just playing along to it, improvised riffs. Something really cool stands out, I'll fucking record that, and then just like piece the next part on.
Yeah.
And eventually you have like something, you get a bit of an idea, the vision of maybe like it sounds like something in particular, like with my song Cannibal Holocaust. As soon as I wrote that main riff, I was like, fuck, this sounds like a zombie apocalypse song or something. And so it just went down that path of like writing, lyrics about zombies, name it a zombie kind of thing, and just kind of make it all about zombies basically.
Oh yeah.
That's how it kind of comes together sometimes, the theme of the song and the direction and the structure and stuff.
Have you written any songs based off of experiences that you've had on your stream?
Ooh, don't think so particularly, no. If anything, there's been a theme in a lot of songs where it's just about trying to persevere through life and burnout and stuff like that. Keeping like the song "Stirring Seas of Fire and Death." It's all about keeping your head above the lava and just sailing your ship to safety. Being the captain of your ship in your life. Everyone's on their own journey, captaining their own ship, and just trying to make it to your destination unscathed, or at least, learn lessons along the way. That's pretty much like the ongoing theme with a lot of songs. And I guess it relates to the streaming experience too, sometimes.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you all know Grym's been around for a long time. He's very old. He's very wise. You guys haven't caught his relaxation streams. You guys are missing
meditation
out.
Streams,
meditation streams, yes. This guy had me in tears from laughing, and he was getting so deep that I was literally crying from other shit he was saying, and like this guy was just like on point. These meditation streams are absolutely phenomenal. I think you guys need to make sure you guys check these out when he does these, because this guy has some words of knowledge that all streamers, all non-streamers, viewers, anybody can definitely take. So I gotta say, man, I know I think I reached out to you about that stream afterwards as well, and like I just gotta tell you again, man, I mean, I may have been really high, but dude, you hit me in ways that I did not expect that night, and I was just like, it was just a roller coaster of emotion. So
so it fucking works.
I appreciate. Yes, good. Exactly. Thank you.
I got my grandmother to do one of those streams. So I did the first one, I think, and then I got my grandmother to do the next one. So I don't know if I should get her back again, if I should do it again. I don't know.
Maybe we get
someone to do it.
Yeah, maybe get business Grym in on this.
Yeah.
But he might try and take
exercises for business.
Make a profit off of it. Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah. That's a fun one. For those that don't know, the meditation stream I was doing was, so just like got some relaxing meditation music going on in the background, and just getting everyone into a calm place, and just, you know, touching on real like topics of mind and inner peace and all that stuff. But at the same time, viewers had the ability to play random annoying loud sounds during the experience. So we would be deep into meditation, and then you hear like fucking Terrence and Phillip from South Park carrying on and farting on each other. Yeah, and it's just like, it kind of ruins the experience, but it makes it fun. But then and then we kind of bring everyone back, you know, and get relaxed again, and then fucking happens again. So
yeah. I gotta applaud you. When I first joined that stream, I had it super loud in my studio, door open, and the first sub alert that went on was fucking porno moaning, and my kids were like in the hallway.
Oh my god. Perfect.
I was just like, oh, what are these streams? Okay, I gotta turn this down.
I should do like a command that's like, Alexa, play this video on this website right now.
Oh man. So out of all these dimensions that we talked about, one of your favorite dimensions being where you're at currently. What is your least favorite dimension? I do know you were stranded on an island for a long period of time. You even grew a fucking beard.
Yeah, I would say that dimension, that environment sucked the most, being there on that island. Because I think I was there for probably like 4 months or something, maybe 6 months. And stupidly enough, I committed to wearing an eye patch the entire time. So I did the streams with one eye for like 6 months. And it fucking sucked.
Oh my god.
But it was all part of the island experience, you know? Oh shit, what's happening?
Uh-oh.
Frozen?
Did I freeze? Oh no. Oh, what's going on? It's you.
It's me that's frozen.
Oh, you're back. You're back. Cool. Yay.
It was like, I mean, you gotta make it a real experience, as real as you can, you know, to be on an island.
Yeah.
But that did suck.
Well, I'm glad we got you back, because man, so
Same
like,
here.
You just can't die. So we're stuck there. Just can't die.
Yeah, I couldn't die again. It would have been good if I could, but I couldn't.
Man.
Just had to fucking live through it.
Oh shit. Man, so let's kind of like, Sin coming in with the 5-bomb. How's it going, Sin? Oh man, guys, give a shout out for Sin X.
Okay, who can match that right now? Do it for me.
You're watching someone to match that.
Triple it for me.
Sin, how was your trip back? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're getting settled in. I know you've been going through a bunch of stuff over the past week. Guys, shout out for Sin X, guys. An amazing podcaster, great person, graphic designer as well. Got the. You just spill something? I got the pleasure of meeting her at Midwest Fest this past weekend, and she had an amazing podcast with Adrian, the event organizer of Midwest Fest. So guys, please go give her a follow. Check out her podcast as well. It's an excellent podcast. You guys definitely want to check out. Sin, I hope you're doing well. All right, let's see. So speaking on that topic, Sin is, another verified channel here on Kick. Let's kind of talk about, we've talked about your realm and everything, and how you've kind of gotten into music and everything. And we were talking about Twitch and Mixer. When did you first make the change over to Kick? And what made you want to make that change over to Kick?
Yeah, so when did I first stream on Kick? It was probably, I celebrated my 1 year anniversary, which is the exact date that I made my account over here. And like most people, when Kick came up, I kind of secured my name there.
Yeah.
And then maybe like a month or so later, I started streaming. So it was probably around now, actually, when I first started there a year ago, streaming regularly. And I was in a bit of a stalemate on Twitch for like the last year or so, especially launching, into this dimension here. This was like something big and special that took a lot of time to get going, and just didn't, I don't know, it probably definitely comes down to me and how I did my content, but I think I was just getting burned out a bit, and feeling a bit ripped off with the revenue stuff.
Yeah.
Because when Kick came up, it got you thinking. It has
Absolutely.
you thinking like, wow, I could be like doubling my revenue right now. If all my community was over on Kick, giving me the same kind of support they did on Twitch, I could be doing so much more for the stream. I could be taking Mrs. Grym out for fucking dinner.
Yeah.
A bit more, and all kinds of cool shit like that. I can get my fucking nephews some Christmas presents this year. It's gonna be great. Instead of just living paycheck to paycheck, really.
Yeah.
I put everything, absolutely everything. My mind is always thinking about the stream. It's hard to switch off. I put everything into what I do here, and I do it full time. So I rely on that revenue, and to have Kick kind of come up and offer more, and like I had to give it a go.
Yeah.
And so I started streaming there. Got a feel for it, and then I think probably a good month or so of doing both Twitch and Kick, I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go full on Kick, just see what happens, see what community comes over, and if we can survive there. And we did, and we could survive, and it was fine, and it was great. And the first couple of months, we did the sub goal for the drum kit, and it was crazy. I think the one of the first months I did on Kick, running that goal, I think I earned nearly like $8,000 in that month.
Wow.
Which would have been about 4,000 on Twitch, but
which is so crazy.
Which is insane, yeah. And so that went a long way, especially getting this electric drum kit. I wanted a good one too, so it was going to cost a bit, and also paying the bills on top of that. So it just fucking worked. It worked really well, and it was really good. It didn't take long to hit the goal either. It was incredible.
Which kit did you go with?
I got the Roland TD 27K V2. I'm surprised I remember that, but it's I think it was about 5,000 for that one.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
And it's great. It's a great kit. Really good electric kit.
So you're saying that you're kind of dual streaming a little bit.
Yeah.
What kind of made you make the decision to go full in on Kick, and how did you balance or what was your process of bringing your community over? Like were you dual streaming both at the same time? Were you streaming like on both and then cutting one off halfway through and continuing another, or were you doing like just two separate streams completely?
Yeah, so this was before Twitch allowed the multi-streaming thing, and so I was doing 2 hours on Twitch, and then I would get everyone to come join me on Kick for the last 2 hours. So I'd finish my stream there, and then start up on Kick for the last 2 hours. And a lot of people came over to join that last 2 hour experience. So I did that for about a month, and then I decided to just drop the Twitch thing and just do Kick for 4 hours. And after doing that for a month, I was like, okay, we can survive like this. This is great. And then I set up the drum goal, and I did it. I was just on Kick for the whole time for like a whole year nearly, or probably leading up to April this year, just full time on Kick. And as of April, I decided to bring the multi-streaming thing back in, because in that whole year, even though I couldn't do it on Twitch at the time, multi-streaming to both Twitch and Kick I think is like really beneficial for growing your community. And the logic behind it is that I could do one stream on Twitch for 4 hours and make one new fan, or I could do the same one stream on Twitch, Kick, TikTok, YouTube, or whatever, and make a new fan on each of those streams and each of those platforms. So you made like 4 new fans in the one stream that you've done that day across those platforms. And then you multiply that by like 5 years. If you do that for like 5 years, man, like you have a lot more members of your community, new people, joining the community. And a percentage of those, what I've been doing lately for the last couple of months is doing both Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. And because I'm part of the program that pays hourly on Kick, I have to have it switched off for the Twitch streams. So what I've been doing is doing an hour or so on Twitch, and just letting people know in the community on Twitch that on Kick their support goes further, and that them just being in the channel and rocking out there, I'm going to earn more hourly revenue.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just don't know that, so I tell them, and generally I get a couple of people making accounts and coming over.
Nice.
Especially on TikTok as well. The amount of people from TikTok creating new Kick accounts and coming over to join the stream there, it definitely works. And so I do the first hour on Twitch, and then I will finish the stream and switch on my hourly rate and finish the last 4 or 5 hours on Kick, Kick and TikTok, and do that.
Nice.
That's kind of my tactic right now to grow the community and to have a presence elsewhere too.
So you're able to dual stream at the same time on Kick and TikTok.
Yeah.
Are you using 2 separate programs for that? Do you have to use TikTok Studio, or are you able to use that all in one? Do you use an OBS?
At first I was using the TikTok Studio because I couldn't get a stream key. But you can Google this, anyone can do this. You Google like TikTok agencies, right? And you have a list of these different agencies that are based in the US or UK or Australia. And you can join these agencies, which is just like joining their Discord server. You fill out some details and join their Discord server. And after like 2 weeks in the server, you can apply for a stream key.
Okay.
And they'll give you a stream key, and then you get the I think the ATEM vertical plugin for OBS.
Oh,
you get that in, and then you go into settings, and you can add more than one stream key as well. So I got TikTok, YouTube, I had Instagram too, but Instagram, I didn't care too much. I just got rid of that. But yeah, so I got my TikTok stream key in there. And so every time I fire up, it's just getting sent straight to TikTok via the stream key. And
nice.
I found that using the stream key is much better than the studio. Obviously for resources on your PC, it's much lighter. But also, I found with the studio, it didn't really push your stream into like the For You page. Like there was like no one tuning in.
Okay.
It fucking sucked streaming in the studio. I don't know what I was doing wrong or whatever, but just wasn't working there. As soon as I got the stream key, my stream was getting put in the For You page, and some of the first streams I did on TikTok, I was getting between 600 to 400 new TikTok followers.
Oh, wow.
Each stream. And so a percentage of those as well were interested in Kick, making Kick accounts coming over. So it worked out really well, and I'm going to keep doing it for as many years as I can.
That's awesome. I'm going to have a side conversation with you, because literally right before Midwest Fest, I just got my like trial on the TikTok and did like 2 TikTok like streams to unlock the 180 key. And I was having to use like TikTok Studio, and I thought once I unlocked the other key, I could just get I thought they just gave you a key. But yeah,
Yeah.
Turns out they don't. And then I saw like stuff about that agency stuff, but I was kind of worried it was bullshit. I didn't really know. So that's good to hear. I'll probably definitely be reaching out to you if I ever need help with that, which I'm sure I will, because I'd love to get that going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use Atom for all of like all my YouTube verticals and everything that I use. Atom's great.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. Great plugin.
So you're also a phase 1 partner of Kick, which is awesome to see, you know, music getting represented there and not pushed to the wayside. Is there anything, without going into any too much detail, that you can't explain? Like, how was that experience of getting called upon to lead that charge?
Oh, dude, it was incredible. Like, I feel very honored to be part of something like that, you know? And yeah, it was really cool. So they got myself, I think Amaze and Dubs. Amaze was in the phase 1 with me, and I think
I think Thong as well.
Yeah, Thong as well, and a DJ. I can't remember. Party Like a Mother. Yeah,
oh yeah.
She was part of it too. So I think we were like the musicians that first kicked off the phase 1. And it was great. Yeah, it was just basically us chatting in Discord, coming up with ideas like around the metrics and stuff. Andrew would send us like a big list of like, what do you think is the necessary amount of viewers to get into this program, and how many hours should you stream, and all of us together, not just the musicians, but all of us put in, submitted out responses, and then they got the average of it all. And they made the metrics thing around the average. And obviously there was a bit of a, I don't know, like, because they had like the niche thing for musicians too. And it was a bit hard to hit those metrics, I think, as a musician. Especially if you're standing up and playing. Like, I think the hourly thing was like 50 hours a week or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I never really hit 50 hours a week, or 50 hours a month, sorry. Never really hit that, because like standing up playing, like I can only go for like 4 hours or something.
Yeah.
I do that 3 days a week, and my schedule is very, very.
Oh, hold on, I think he froze up. Oh, is he back?
Okay.
It's trying.
Is it like lagging or something?
Maybe it's Oh, I think we're back. Quality's just a little.
Okay?
Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Now.
We good?
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, like my schedule, like I do like 3 days a week, and I got to work on stuff in between the streams and have a bit of downtime as
Absolutely.
well. So hitting that 50 hours for that metric was just hard to do. But I decided to like do a little bit more chill stuff in between the music to help me reach those hours. And sometimes I don't even hit the hours still, but yeah, like coming up with the metrics with that team of phase 1. You know, I feel like the niche metrics could be improved a bit more, but I think they're still achievable for anyone. Like it's gonna take time individually to grow the channel, right?
Yeah.
To get people from like TikTok and Twitch and all that to come over to join you, to create that larger community. And the way I see it is that Kick should be treated like a home base for supporting your content, for funding what you're doing.
Yeah.
And to bring that community together in one place to enjoy the live experience. But then having all those platforms where you post on, like on YouTube with shorts and stuff, and TikToks, yeah, getting more of those people to come in, and eventually, I think over time, you will hit those metrics. It's just, you just got to find what's working and what's not working, and get people interested in that, and eventually it will happen. Because I think if they lower the metrics a bit more, there just might be more, like too much people. Like in 5 years' time, it's gonna be like they'll be flooded with people on KCIP. Like that's my guess anyway. I'm not sure if it's right or not, but.
Well, I think they should definitely put a separate category or of metrics just for Miss Go Lightly that are like truly unobtainable. Like she probably should have to try and average 1,000 PCV per stream. That's just my opinion.
I would do the same thing. She needs it a little bit harder for her.
Yeah, she's all trying to like. She's all trying to show her butthole on stream and pop titties and things like that. She's crazy, dude.
She's insane.
Just kidding, Miss Go.
Like a free bird.
Favorite metalhead fan, I guess.
But man, yeah, the phase thing was really cool to be part of, because it was just really cool to be part of like something new that Kick was trying to do, and something revolutionary as well. And to help shape that in a way and give feedback on that in real time as we were testing it out. Yeah, it's really cool, and I'm glad to have been part of that. I really wish I could hit. I don't even hit the metrics right now for the niche thing. For the
music is a rough category, man. It's
yeah. So I feel like it could be altered lower a little bit, but at the same time, I believe I could hit them, and I will, one day. And then, yeah, I'll feel pretty happy about that once I do. I feel like I finally deserve to be in there, but...
Yeah, don't cut yourself, dude. Please do not cut yourself short, man. That's the thing, though. I think that's kind of what kind of separates Kick from Twitch a lot of the times, is like they see the talent, like, and they understand that some really, really good channels just are not getting the eyes that they deserve, and Twitch wasn't doing them any favors type thing. So man, dude, whether you're hitting those metrics or not, you definitely deserve to be in there as a pioneer of streaming. Music, effects, personality, all of it, man. So just keep fucking doing what you're doing, man, because you're crushing it.
Thanks, man. Thank you. Yeah, I look forward to seeing how it all evolves too, man. Like the whole KCIP thing.
Yeah. Now, did you ever have anybody from Twitch staff ever reaching out to you back when you were on Twitch? Was there any involvement with them, or were they kind of just kept their distance? And
the best month I had on Twitch was September 21, I think. I remember that month very well, because I think during that month and a little bit in the previous month, I was featured on the front page. I had like a spot on the front page for like a whole month. Every time I fired up my live, about an hour or so in, I would be put on the front page, and I'd have like 12,000 viewers. And so a lot of follows came in, a lot of growth in the channel came from that.
That's awesome.
A lot of hype in the chat during those time segments of those streams. So I think I made $8,000 on Twitch on that month, which would have been $16,000 on Kick if it was the same kind of numbers going on. But yeah, so that was like my one and only real interaction with Twitch staff, is them messaging me saying, well, the first one was them telling me I'm becoming a partner during my stream in the chat. They said, check your emails. That was it. And then the next time was talking about going on the front page. But I understand there's like 50,000 partners. They can't tend to all of them, and I don't know how big their team was at the time. Kick's team isn't very big either, but they do make an effort to pop into all kinds of different channels, to put all kinds of different people up on the front page and rotate it frequently as well. Put them next to a bunch of legends up there too.
Yeah.
And then also, one thing I really love is the Kick community page on Twitter.
Absolutely.
I don't see a Twitch community page.
No.
Kick community page is, from what I learned at DreamHack talking to the staff, I think 2 people run that page, and they seek out content, make a video of it, promote the channel, and just every day there's always someone new popping up on my feed that I get to watch what they're doing on their stream.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of musicians come through that too. And then also they do the Kick Picks thing, where they pick, how many people? 6 people or something each week?
Yeah, I think it's 4.
And
4 a week.
4? Yeah.
Which they just recently got OBSBot to sponsor, to get all those streamers an OBSBot camera. I actually just got mine right before I left for Midwest Fest from week 8. I was a part on week 8's Kicks Picks. That is such a cool program, man, and it's just like it's so, yeah, dude, that's why I hate when, there's just the bad things get magnified on the platform because of stupid Twitter and social media. Everyone wants to be the next TMZ, right? If it don't bleed, it don't lead. So if you're not posting the drama, then no one cares. So all the good stuff just gets pushed away. And things like that are just absolutely amazing to see, especially, if for those streamers that have come from Twitch, when you're just kind of, you're almost pushed in the closet, depending, like they don't care at all if you're a smaller streamer in a lot of ways.
Yeah, it's all up to you on Twitch. Yeah. It's all up to you to make a name for yourself. Not that we should rely on, holding hands with the platform to get success, but at least make an effort to shine the light on what could be niche content or, something new in the industry that's happening that's not getting the light that it might deserve, right? And yeah, they do that with a lot of people there, and the kick picks thing is just incredible. That they're dropping subs on them too, like 100 subs. Yeah. So they're monetizing them for what they're doing, the work they're putting in. Yeah. And then ObsBot being part of that too is just fucking really good. Absolutely. So how would you say, like your interaction with being a FaZe partner, like how your interaction with Kick and Kick staff or Kick as a platform, how would you put that into perspective of seeing the platform grow? Do you feel like there's a lot of things, feedback that you've put out there, as well as other fellow streamers, that they've really been able to listen to and take with the correct approach from a streamer mindset? Yeah, as far as feedback goes, I've given some feedback on on some things to do with the UI of the platform, some fun interactive stuff that viewers could do a bit more with the platform. Like one example was like when it comes to something like bits and like channel points and stuff. If there was like something kind of similar that Mixer did, was like these animated stickers and stuff, where you post something in the chat, like I can't remember what they were, but they're like these cool animations that happen. I thought it would be kind of cool to have stuff like that, like animations that happen on the actual chat box, and fun things that happen on the chat box. So like that'd be cool. Like viewers would do something crazy and it would come up with their name or something, and then like lightning bolts will happen, or like a weather system will happen on the chat box. That's crazy. Kind of I've never seen that. Like that, right? Yeah. That would be kind of cool, and you could have like seasonal things and all kinds of fun stuff like with that. So that was one little suggestion I had. Obviously, that would take a bit of time to develop that kind of thing. Yeah. And yeah, like they've been really open to feedback around that, and even chatting with the staff in person. There are a bunch of regular guys like you and me that are just trying to really do something great in the industry and look after the creators and just build a really cool product for everyone to be part of. And even talking one of the guys, he was talking about the moderation team in Serbia. They have a nice moderation team there. He visits them as well every now and then. So they're very connected, and they're trying to get the best teams and departments set up for this. And I believe, I could be wrong here, but it's all quite new. Like these guys started out as a really small team. Yeah. And only just recently, probably in the last 6 months, they've expanded into these different departments for moderation, for like the community stuff, and for the product as well. I don't think there was very much people working on the source code of the Kick platform to begin with. I don't know if they've got more people involved in that too, but yeah, they're growing the individual departments, and I think there's a lot of like a big learning curve for them too that they're going through. Yeah, absolutely. They're still such a young platform. Oh man, and I think Eddie said it on a tweet. He mentioned something like the reason why this V2 thing is taking so long is because they were working on something and they decided to redo it, and like they didn't want to ship a half-made product. They wanted to build something that would be more long-lasting and I guess more robust. So, and I can relate to that, man. Like the amount of shit that I've tried to do for my stream here that just didn't work, or like that I was like I spent like 5 hours building or something and decided, nope, I want to do it differently, and I scrap it, do another 5 hours, do something else.
I know all about that as well. Done some event streams where I like thought everything was working, hit the live button, half the shit ain't working. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So, and it's kind of funny too. It's like, I think too, a big part of that was like not necessarily maybe this year, but last year or like 2022, from like half of 2022 to half of 2023, that year span, like in the middle, Twitch was doing a lot of things they were like throwing out. 2 weeks later, oh, we're taking that back. Whoops, we didn't mean to, kind of thing. And I think Kick really didn't want to follow that kind of path with announcing something, be like, ah, shit. All right, well, we gotta retract it because we had too many bugs or blah blah blah. And
it's probably a fine line they're balancing, where they want to put something out there, but they also want to work on it a bit more or something. You know, want to put something out there for the sake of having something out there while they work on this other thing going on. You know, there might be some of that going on.
Yeah, but I hope so soon, because the viewers, I feel like, definitely need some more for their experience.
Yeah.
A lot to do over on the Twitch side.
It's just a matter of time. It's unfortunate. We just got to be real patient, I suppose. It's not like they're not doing anything at all back there. You know, just twiddling their thumbs, hoping that they're going to get more views on the platform.
Well, they're doing a lot of other great things outside of the platform, which is awesome to see. You know, conventions, presence at conventions, DreamHack being one of those. Just recently, Midwest Fest, which I was at. So let's kind of talk about DreamHack and how. Let's even go back further before your recent performances to last year, getting set up for DreamHack Atlanta in December. How were you approached about that? How did those plans come to bring you from your realm to the mortal realm of Atlanta, Georgia?
Yeah, so with Atlanta, the big thing with that DreamHack was that we wanted that Kick wanted all of us KCIP partners, I think, for the first phase, and maybe some for the second phase too. I can't remember, but they wanted a KCIP partner presence there, and so they got a bunch of us to travel there for the Atlanta convention.
Yo, Grym Skull coming in with the 5 bombs. Sorry, hold on. Yo, welcome on in, Grym Skull. Guys, go check out Grym Skull, an amazing artist, great dude. Check out his channel, please. And a great name, yes, absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, you're fine, man. Nice work, Grym Skull. I will give you 5 years of extra existence for that.
There we go. Worth it. Worth it. That's cheap.
Yeah. But yeah, the Atlanta one was really cool because there was a bunch of us partners who were helping shape the KCIP stuff, getting to come and catch up basically, and hang out and then bring that presence to the DreamHack convention too. And then after that, you know, Kick obviously approached DreamHack and wanted to become a bit more serious about partnering with them, and just, I think it was a really good move. You know, it's important that Kick it becomes more established in these things, so they look serious, right? So they're not just fucking around. You know, they want to be part of these big gaming ventures and stuff. And so the next one after Atlanta was the Melbourne one, and that was really big for Kick because that's in Kick's hometown. Literally, the office for Kick was like 1 mile away from the convention. So they were right there, man, and so they got a booth set up there. They had this cool F1 driving simulation. They had like 3 of those set up, and the best lap for the game,
that's cool.
The whole convention got to win a custom Kick PC, which I thought was really cool.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. So all these people coming and doing the F1 simulation, so doing like a cool giveaway thing there, and obviously a lot of people coming up talking about the platform, and that was really cool because the booth was right in front of the main stage at the Melbourne Arena. And Kick, you know, I was talking with Andrew because we wanted to possibly at the Atlanta one do something with music. Wanted to try and like maybe, because I know that Amazing Dubs went to the Atlanta one, and they wanted to do like music with me and Dubs and Amaze, and I just don't think it happened because it was like such early days and Kick wasn't like a partner with DreamHack yet.
Yeah.
I went there anyway as a partner to rep Kick, and then the Melbourne one, because they got partnered, they ended up getting a slot for me to do my music there.
That's
and
so epic.
It wasn't very far to travel to get there from hell. You know, the land down under is quite close.
Yeah, I could tell by all those fucking creatures you guys have over there.
Yeah.
Or they have there.
The Krakens everywhere, man. Krakens and Megalodons. But yeah, it was cool, man. So yeah, got to live my dream and play on a stage at the DreamHack Melbourne, and it was really cool, man. Like, just I played on the same stage that Pink was gonna play on. I saw posters saying like Pink is gonna play here on this day, and I was like, oh shit. And it was an arena stage, and so you got that full arena like experience of like the arena sound, all the reverb and stuff. It was so damn cool.
The visuals were absolutely amazing, dude.
Yeah,
it was awesome to see that.
So fucking big.
Yeah,
it was so big.
It was. It was so cool to see. Because it wasn't, it wasn't just a live performance of you playing guitar. It really was a visual experience as well, which obviously is what your stream is all about. And it was amazing to see that brought to life. I'm super proud of you, man. It's fucking awesome.
Thanks, man. When they said I could have a video, I was like, okay, cool. Like, I could have just done something simple, but I wanted to do something fun, like you'd see on the streams. And then after that DreamHack experience, I thought, well, what if I bring more of a story to the next one? And I mean, I was writing the black metal album during that, so I tried to bring some of that, some context of why I wrote a black metal album, why I was in the Frozen Realm, and then kind of finish on the Hell stuff and tell them this story in Hell at the end. But yeah, really cool, awesome. And I'm incredibly stoked to be part of that and to have that really fulfilling experience, man, of playing my first live shows in that kind of setting. And then after the gig, having photos with people that enjoyed the show.
Yeah.
And them asking about Kick as well. And like, I remember having a chat with a young lady, really nice person, asking about Kick. She streamed on Twitch at the time. And I was chatting with her and Caleb, who works at Kick. And we're talking about her, and she ended up doing a stream on Kick at one of the booths there at DreamHack on that day, or the next day. It was pretty cool. It was like a good place for Kick to have a presence and to kind of meet people face to face and put a face to the name of the people behind Kick and all that, because everything's just online,
Right.
Everything, all the good, the bad, the ugly, it's all online, and you don't really get to know the person behind it. I got to meet Eddie there too at the Melbourne one, and
that's
he's a really nice guy. And
that's awesome.
Just all those guys, they're man, they're very switched on individuals, very focused.
Yeah.
And very passionate about the live streams. Yeah.
I think they definitely approach it. They are approaching these conventions very smartly, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, when's gonna be KickCon? When's gonna be KickCon? But at the same time, it's kind of like them planting their seeds into all these other big conventions that are continuously happening around the clock of the year around the calendar, essentially. With DreamHack having 4, right? Because Stockholm is about to happen, I think this weekend, and then we got Atlanta again in October. I think making their presence known at these conventions like DreamHack, Midwest Fest, and whatever other ones they're looking to get their hands on is probably the better play than having like just a single KickCon. And because what do you like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe Twitch does sponsor other gaming stuff, but as far as I know, it's kind of just TwitchCon, and they it's more so like their own convention to toot their own horn kind of thing now, which I get. They've been around long enough to do so. But have you ever been to TwitchCon, whether that be Europe or America? And if so, no? Was DreamHack one of your first conventions?
Yeah, DreamHack's my first ever convention. The one in Atlanta was the first.
Which I actually got the honor to finally meet you, which was fantastic.
Yeah. You and Collie as well.
Yeah, so cool. One of our mods, guys. We got to meet one of our mods. I had seen Gojira with Collie in the past, so it was nice seeing him again. And yeah, man, that was a long time coming, which was great.
So cool. so cool to meet the mods too, and like because we share a mod.
Yeah.
Collie, it's just it was really cool catching up with everyone there.
It was great.
But what you're saying before, like it is, I think it's very important what Kick was doing with DreamHack, and more important than having a KickCon, because KickCon's just focused just on the Kick community being in one place. But
right.
With DreamHack, you can have that. You can have that Kick community in one place. You can have the after party with the Kick members too. But you got all this other stuff going on.
Yes.
Like around them, and all these different brands and like all these different people you can network with and talk to. And sorry, 1 second, I gotta fucking shit. There's a mountain there. I'm about to run into.
Oh shit!
Here.
Oh shit!
Oh, wait, go. Let's go this way.
Hold on, we gotta make sure he doesn't crash his shit.
Fuck, that was
nice.
close.
There we go. That was close. Good eye. Okay, we're back on course.
Sorry.
Okay.
Last thing I want to do is destroy everything. So.
Have you ever crashed your ship? And if so, why were you making a Boats and Hose music video?
I needed a sequel, right? We needed Boats and Hose Part 2, so I tried. I have crashed it before. It's not too bad, really. I kind of just go through the mountain, really. It's like a ghost ship. I'm on a ghost ship, so it's okay.
That's a fantastic movie, actually. I love that movie.
Oh yeah, I fucking remember that movie.
Yeah, fucking Mudvayne, Not Fallen is like the last song in that movie. Song always makes me think of that movie.
Yeah.
Back when movies had sick ass soundtracks.
Yeah, I remember Mudvayne in the Soul soundtrack. Forget to Remember, I think it was.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's a banger song.
So, man, okay. I don't want to like deviate off of DreamHack yet, but I think we'll be leading into some of our favorite bands and musicians pretty soon here. But I know you. Oh, there's another mountain behind you. Yeah,
I got
careful there. So you recently just had DreamHack Dallas a couple weeks ago as well, and you had another performance there, correct?
Yeah, man, it's like a DreamHack World Tour right now with my music performances.
That's amazing.
I got to chat with one of the organizers for DreamHack, and I mean, they really love what I'm doing there. So I think they've had a big part to say of me coming there, and Kick has basically accommodated me going there to do it. So yeah, it's been really cool. And the Dallas one was a great learning experience for me as well.
Yeah. If you guys haven't seen these VODs, guys, you guys have already seen, check the pin message, go check Grym's channel. You guys definitely all should be following him if you guys are not doing so. But the VODs for his DreamHack performances should be up there. Now, I know that at the beginning of this recent one in Dallas, there was a little bit of some technical difficulties that you're kind of dealing with. But you fucking powered through like a champ. It honestly didn't seem like it phased you. What was your reaction when something like that went down, and how do you kind of approach that situation when you're on stage in front of a bunch of people?
Yeah, despite what you might have seen, I was panicking like a motherfucker when that happened. Basically, for everyone to know, I was about to go on stage to do my set at Dallas, and I couldn't hear my backing track in my ears, because I had like some dialogue at the start to open up the show. I couldn't hear that, so I was talking with the sound guy at the side stage, who talks to the actual sound guy. I was telling him I can't hear anything, man, and I thought that he got my message, and he was like, okay, and he was like going into his microphone to let the sound guy know that I couldn't hear anything, that he had to push the track through. And my cue to come on stage came up, so I was like, okay, I'll go on stage, it's gonna come through, I can kind of hear it anyway outside. And I couldn't hear it, and there was a bit of nerves and panic because of that, and I fumbled the very first notes coming into the set. And I played out of time that whole opening track, and then the opening track was like a small instrumental track, and then right after was like a 4-minute song. And I played the whole 4-minute song with no audio in the ears, just trying to play along. Actually, about halfway through, I went off. I went to side stage. I just stopped playing. Just went side stage, and I was like, dude, I can't hear anything still, man. And he went in his microphone, let the guy know again, and it got pushed through, and I could hear it. I was like,
Nice.
Thank God. Went back on stage, started playing, but my guitar was way too loud, so I couldn't hear it still. I was like, fuck.
You just like turned both things up.
I was trying to like signal to the guy to turn the guitar up, you know, but it didn't get translated. And actually, when I walked back on, my wireless unit for the guitar was
that's
cutting
right.
out. And it pissed me off because sound check, it was fine. Setting up for the show, when I strummed a little bit, it was fine. Perfect signal, nothing. As soon as I'm ready to go on stage, fucking cuts in and out like 10 times.
No.
So I'm gonna buy a new one, different brand. Sorry, Line 6, but that's just not cutting it for me. Either that or just stick to using a cable for now until I get a really high-end wireless pack or something.
I will say I love my Shure wireless system. I haven't had any issues. Now I know there's different frequencies, and I wonder if that's what it was almost. Can you know how those different things are on different band frequencies? I wonder if there was something that started using that signal that wasn't active when you were sound checking.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing, yeah. I mean, they're talking to each other like with headsets and stuff.
Right.
Operating wirelessly, you know, so it's probably something like that.
Yeah.
So I panicked a lot because all that was happening in the space of the first like 4 minutes, 5 minutes. But I after that first song, you know, on the microphone, just let the sound guy know, like, can I please get the guitar turned down and the backing track turned up a little bit?
Yeah.
And then say hi to the audience. And at that point, my mouth was so fucking dry as well. I was like, so nervous and mouth. I don't know how people fucking sing when they have the nerves, man.
Right.
Mouth is like cotton mouth, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did that, and if anything I could take away differently from that experience, it would be that before I go on stage, if I can't hear the backing track, I'm not going on stage. I'm getting them to pause the set, to restart it, push through the audio in there, and then I'll go on.
Yeah.
If you go on and you can't hear shit, you're just gonna fumble, and you know you're in the spotlight, and you gotta fucking adapt, you know. So just be easier to be side stage, get it sorted, and then go on again.
Yeah,
it was good. As much as I hated that happening, I'm glad it happened because you need to have those experiences to learn from it, and it's only going to make the next shows a bit more tighter, and yeah, I'll be able to deal with it a bit better next time, I think.
Nice. Now, when you have those complications on live, like how much different? Obviously, it's got a different set of nerves that kind of hit you when you're in front of people versus in a chat audience on stream. How would you say you kind of combat those type of technical issues when you're in your dimension?
If it's like a really like stream breaking issue, the best thing you can do is just use your stream deck, put on the "Be Right Back" scene, and say, "I'll be back in a second. Just gotta fix this fucking thing going on," and then deal with it there. You know, you can be off camera and you can deal with it in your own pace. So that's the biggest difference. Whereas we're on the live stage, you can't do that. You can't just like put a "Be Right Back" screen up and then like deal with the problem. You got to deal with it live, and you got to, you know, a set amount of time you can spend on stage before you got to be off of it for the next person. So there's that pressure involved. But yeah, at least with the stream, you know, "Be Right Back," you know, sometimes some things go wrong out here and I just play along with it, right? And I just have fun with the fucking whatever bug is happening. Or I just let chat know that this isn't working today. Oh, this guy, huh?
This guy's in the chat here.
I loved your System of a Down remix, Thong Along. Very inspirational words there.
Oh my god.
It looked like such a fun time, man. It really did.
It was a blast.
Fog was on stage fucking rocking out on the mic.
He crushed it, so dude. This guy's got no fear. This guy's equipment would break and he wouldn't even have a problem with it. He probably wouldn't even try to fix it, though. He would probably just talk the rest of the way, to be honest.
Very punk rock to let your broken equipment just be broken.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, man. So did you ever have lessons? when you were younger in any of your instruments?
I did once with guitar. It was very early days of guitar. I got a lesson. It was like $50 or something. And the guy basically just told me that the way that I put my hand on the guitar was wrong and to do it this way. And that's what I got from the lesson. So I didn't bother going back. I don't know. Maybe I didn't vibe with the person too well.
Yeah.
So my lesson was like YouTube and Guitar Pro tabs. And just
there you go.
Playing.
That's pretty much
what
the
I
same
used shit
as well.
Over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say some of your biggest influences musically have been for even just getting into instruments as a player and even up until recently with writing music over the past 5 years or so?
My first big inspiration for music was with the drums was probably Lars Ulrich and Metallica. And then from there with the guitar, it was definitely Matt from Trivium, and Corey too. Corey's lead solos in like Tread the Floods and Insurrection. Just can't get enough of those. They're so damn good. Great player. The sweeping he does in the Crusade track too. Love that.
Oh yeah.
So those two guys, big time, was like the driving inspiration at the start for guitar. And then, I love like Lamb of God, Willie Adler, and Mark Morton too. Those guys.
Willie holds a pick so weird.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
He writes
some really abstract riffs. He does.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was probably when it was 2014, I think, 2013, when I discovered Death. Very late to the party since, Death stopped making music after 1998.
Yeah.
Because Chuck, the lead guy, passed away.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Chuck and the band Death was has been like a really big driving inspiration for music and guitar and songwriting to this day. Along with like Gojira for like their grooves and heaviness, their band, like their members together as well, really good guys. Mario's incredible drummer.
Yeah.
Their live shows are phenomenal. Like the Red Rocks show they did.
Oh, I love that.
It's just insane. That venue, that whole set they did. Yeah. Big inspiration as far as like
speaking
live
of technical issues on that Red Rocks. Joe has his like whammy mess up on Stranded.
Yeah.
I kid you not, dude. When me and Collie went and saw them first show back from COVID lockdowns, he had the same exact issue happen on Stranded before it started. It was so weird. It was like I was watching the Red Rocks show. I was like, no way.
Maybe there's like a button they have to like toggle on or off before or something. They forget to do it. I don't know.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, even those legends have those issues too, right? They still do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they just come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
At the DreamHack show, like on the side of the stage, I had a pair of wire cutters and a new set of strings. In case one of my strings broke. It was freshly restrung guitar, but you never know with travel.
Right.
I was like, if one of these strings break, like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
I got no backup guitar. I can't play songs if the main string breaks, So I had a spare set of strings and some wire cutters ready to go, in case.
Always good to be prepared.
It didn't happen.
Always good to be prepared.
I can't hear anything, by the way. 1 second.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm back. I fucking disconnected that. Whoops.
What's one of your favorite songs to play? Both original and cover.
Ooh. Original song, one of my favorites to play, I think would be The Dragon King.
Oh, that song
one of my newest releases, yeah.
Yeah.
But also those black metal tracks are really fun too, I guess because they're fresh. Yeah, but The Dragon King as well. Like, The Dragon King is a really fun experience out here. Because we get to see Terry the Dragon fight a Kraken. And then just all the riffs are really fun to play too, and yeah, I really enjoy it. And as for cover songs, that's a tough one. There's a lot of tracks by Death I really love because of the riffs, the solos. I love playing solos. They're really fun. I would say maybe like Scavenger of Human Sorrow by Death.
Okay, that song
like,
rips.
Or A Moment of Clarity by Death as well, same album.
Nice.
They're really fun.
Hell yeah. Speaking of, you just mentioned Terry. For those who may not know who Terry is, who the fuck is Terry?
Terry's this guy here. Oh, I was going to use voice control, but I got a camera here set on him. There he is.
There he is.
Terry,
Hi, Terry.
you bastard. Why don't you say hi to everyone, Terry? How about fucking no? How about I don't say hi? Huh? How about you and this Destro guy and all these happy little fucking viewers? How about you all fuck off? Okay, just relax. It's all right.
He's just always grumpy, man.
Yeah, he's very particular on who he talks to, when he wants to talk, and yeah, he's just a fucking asshole. But I mean, you know, it's not his fault really, it's the humans' fault. That's what the song The Dragon King's mostly about, is how humans betrayed dragons.
Yeah.
You know, after going after them for glory, you know, to get glory and fortune, they slayed them. And they did nothing wrong. They're just hanging out. They're just doing their dragon thing.
Just giant big birds.
They're getting slayed.
Yeah. Yeah. Poor dragons. Same with Godzilla, man. Godzilla gets all this hate, but he's trying to, you know, he's just trying to protect the Earth.
Godzilla is a legend. I got a question for you, Destro. When did you first start watching Godzilla? Because I know you're a big fan of Godzilla.
So Godzilla was like my babysitter when I was like 3 years old, man. So I don't know what year this exactly was. This had to have been like 1992. Whenever Sci-Fi Network first launched, they did like a monster weekend, and they just played literally every Godzilla movie from start to finish. They even played like the Hanna-Barbera animated Godzilla cartoon from like the 70s or 80s. And my dad just recorded all of it on VHS. So
nice.
When I was a kid, I would just basically, that TV would be my babysitter, and I would just watch a bunch of Godzilla, and I had, you know, obviously Godzilla toys to play with and shit like that. But yeah, I've been obsessed for quite a long time, unfortunately. I wouldn't say unfortunately. My wife says unfortunately, probably, but
I was introduced to Godzilla through the VHS tapes, the black and white fucking Godzilla films, with fighting all the other monsters and stuff. I can't even remember any of them really, but I remember watching them and having like 3 of them, 3 VHS tapes. Used to watch a lot many years ago.
Hell yeah!
And then when that, like, the 1999 one came up with the American Godzilla.
Yeah, with Matthew Broderick.
That was really cool. Yeah.
That movie gets shat on. It's actually not a bad movie. I love that movie.
I love that film too. And then that 2014 one.
Phenomenal.
That was so good, and I really love the second one with King Ghidorah.
Yeah,
just
King
that
of the
one
Monsters was great.
Shot, that one scene where he puts up his wings, and he's like, they're like, the necks are in the sky, and they like roaring, and there's lightning behind. That's fucking so good.
I have to say, when that scene when Ghidorah comes out of the like frozen ice is one of the coolest fucking that, and Rodan's intro, like the way he comes out of the volcano, like those scenes were so well done. Okay, we're gonna be stuck talking about Godzilla for way too long. We'll start fanboying on this. Did you happen to see any of the new ones that just came out?
No, I've seen the Kong versus Godzilla. That was pretty good, but I do like the second one more, I think. And I'm still yet to see that new one that's come out. Yeah, I gotta watch that too. I started watching the start of it, but I wasn't focused enough to read the subtitles. I know they got a dubbed version, but I want to watch the original.
The original's better. The original's better. I mean, they did a pretty good job on the English subs. They don't change it too much, but there are some parts that, to me, I think like they get a little bit more personal on the Japanese edition, and the story, the human story on it was fantastic. But yeah, minus one is one of the best Godzilla movies I think ever made. Honestly, it was fantastic.
Sweet. I gotta check it out. I'll probably watch it this weekend or something.
Nice.
But yeah, I found out with like a lot of like English dub international films, what really drives me insane is listening to the audio, like the sound. I know that audio is very designed with film. You know, you don't really hear what's happening around you so much as someone else doing audio in a different room.
Yeah.
You know, stamping on things but it just drives me insane hearing the English dub with some like manufactured audio. Just it doesn't sound as natural as the original kind of production.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll watch that for sure this weekend and get
it's
that
good
experience.
Yeah, I think you'll like it. I think you'll definitely like it. Maybe even Terry will like it. Maybe he'll be happy afterwards. I don't know.
You think so, Terry? I don't know what that was. I don't think he will.
Oh, man. So I know we were talking about, your favorite song to play, being Dragon King. Now, would you say that that's also maybe one of your favorite songs that you've written? Is there a particular song that maybe has just a structure that's just like so out there, that's so different than everything else?
It might actually be one of my favorites that I've written too. Yeah, because there is that middle section of the song where it goes into like a poem. And the drum beat going on in the song is from that Easy Drummer software I was talking about. It was in the pack of Mario Duplantier. So it's Mario from Gojira. He's played drums on my track in a way. He's gone to the studio, done the loop, and I've dragged his loop into my song, The Dragon King.
That's so sick.
In that middle section, and you hear the drums, and it sounds just like it, like his playing. And there's a cool poem there, and then it kind of goes into some heavy stuff, a little solo, and then the chorus has a nice lead section to it, and yeah, I really enjoyed writing that one. And then obviously there's an epic moment on stream to go with it. So
yeah,
it's one of my favorite tracks, I reckon.
Nice. What type of preparation do you go like when you're getting ready to record an album or even like just a single? Like what type of preparation, are you kind of, let's say the song is built already, like is there certain instruments you go with first, or you kind of just go in whatever feels natural?
Yeah, so after doing like the scratch tracks and I want to record the good copies, generally have the drums, just have all the drums ready in the project, and then I'll probably just start doing the rhythm guitars first. And I don't, sometimes I warm up a lot before that, sometimes I don't. I probably should though, but when I'm ready, and I normally riff out for a couple of minutes beforehand. I normally riff out the riff a couple of times, and then I'll lay down the track. But it would be good to probably do like a solid half an hour, just like full warming up before recording a lot of stuff. But yeah, do the rhythms first, and then probably just the leads on top, the overdub stuff, and usually vocals last. I'll do bass maybe around when I do the rhythms too. Do like the rhythm guitar, and then like the bass I'll put in, and then leads, and then vocals. Yeah, that's been the process on the last couple of songs, I think.
Nice. So other than this Black album that you've been working on, is there any plans in the future as far as some other tracks you got going that are in demo form already?
Yeah, I have a bunch in demo form, and so my focus now is on this unfolding story here that's happening in this environment. So the first two songs I've released for this full-length album are like chapters in the story, and so the Dragon King was chapter 2. That's where Terry fought the Kraken out here, and so chapter 3 is coming up, and I can only assume that it might happen when we reach that beam up there. And so with that should come another song, and then another song after that. So after we complete this quest of finding the wizard in this hellish environment, we'll have another album done as well.
Nice.
That's kind of the plan there.
It's been searching for the wizard for quite some time, yeah?
It's been fucking years, man. I thought this was gonna be like just like a full stream adventure, but no. 4 years adventure. Well, you know, I mean, it takes time. It's this is meant to be like this stream is like a real-time stream, you know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can watch Lord of the Rings in 9 hours and get the whole story, but I mean, you know, Frodo and Sam would have been walking for years doing that shit, or months at least. The same thing here. We're getting the full raw experience of the stream. We could do the packaged version on YouTube or Netflix one day, but you get the full thing here.
Hell yeah. Adventure. So obviously, you know, you're continuously sailing, searching for the wizard. What do you do in your downtime when you're not streaming or playing music, playing guitar?
If I was back home, I'd be hanging out with my death hounds. I got two dogs. One's a Siberian Husky, another one a Kelpie cross border collie, I think. Beautiful dogs. Hang out with them, you know, spend some time with them, and Mrs. Grym as well, obviously. And in the nether realm back home, I do enjoy some gardening, actually. Oh. And I know there's a gardening streamer that's emerged out from the shadows on Kick.
Dad's Academy is fantastic.
I met him at DreamHack, actually, in Dallas.
Nice.
Really nice guy. And yeah, we were talking about gardening there. It was great.
Do you grow plants from the skulls of your enemies?
Yeah, I mean, the skulls are great. The bones, like fertilizer, feeds the plants.
I would think
Blood and bone. That's what you want. Yeah, but you know, grow nice coriander, other kinds of herbs too, mint, oregano. I got a banana tree as well. Banana tree and sweet potato and strawberry.
Oh wow.
All the good shit. Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. What kind of games you been playing? You guys been playing any video games as of late?
Oh man, I haven't really had the time to play much games, but I did right before DreamHack. I played old school RuneScape for a lot of time. Like any downtime I had, I was like doing that.
Nice.
I got a level 99 skill in RuneScape during that time. And ever since coming back, I haven't played it at all, and I probably won't for the next couple of months. Just lots of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Don't have time too much for games. But I set up a goal on my stream to do like a Doomathon stream. So play all the Doom games, 1, 2, and 3, 2016, and Eternal.
They just announced that that new one. Gameplay looked pretty sick, actually.
Yeah, man. That's why I want to do the Doomathon, because I was like, fuck, I haven't even played Eternal yet. They got a new one coming out next year. I should just do the whole thing. That'd be fun to do.
That'd be awesome.
I'm gonna do that on the stream soon, so I'll get some gaming in there. That'd be great.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm kind of going through most of the questions. There's a lot of stuff that I think we kind of covered most of it. I mean, is there anything else that you'd like to chat about, or any questions that, I mean, maybe you got towards me, or how about this? Why don't we take some questions from the chat? Chat, does anyone in the chat have any questions for Grym? I feel like there's definitely more that we could be chatting about, us being fellow metalheads. So we kind of talked about some of your early concerts. What would you say is one of your favorite band that you've ever seen live?
Ooh. I mean, Metallica put on a really good show. I mean, they were headlining acts.
Yeah.
You know, so it was great. I saw Trivium, Disturbed, and As I Lay Dying together at a show once. Like that was like their tour they did together. That was really cool too. Those three bands back to back. Yeah, I'd probably say like that was probably one of my highlight shows I watched.
Nice. Yeah, Metallica always puts on. For me, oh man, mine's weird.
Yeah, what's yours?
It's crazy because I've seen so many crazy big bands that have just blown me away with like all sorts of stage presence and all this stuff, you know, like Maiden, Rammstein, and all that stuff.
Rammstein would be sick.
Oh, they're absolutely amazing. But I think it was the third time I saw In Flames. No, I think it was the second time I saw In Flames. This was right after A Sense of Purpose came out. So this was like 2008, maybe 2009. And that show and set list was like, dude, they were so tight. It wasn't like, it was like at a House of Blues, you know, it wasn't like a crazy arena or anything with all this crazy stuff happening. But man, they just were so tight. And I'm like, ever since then, they've been one of my favorite bands to see live because they're so on point every time I see them, and they just never cease to amaze me. But Rammstein show blew me the fuck away. I wish I was closer. Their pyrotechnics are literally insane. Maiden always puts on a great show. Oh yeah, I want to see them again so badly. My first concert was Kiss when I was 7 years old. Full original lineup on the reunion tour, makeup and everything. Their pyrotechnics actually lit the roof on fire. They had to pause the show for 45 minutes to put it out and then continue the show.
Shit, that's insane.
Yeah. Lori coming in with a 5-bomb. Yo, let's go. Hell yeah.
Nice
Get the subs to some good people here. Make sure you guys say thank you. What's a band that you haven't seen that you absolutely would love to catch live?
Oh man, fuck, it's hard to pick that one. I'm just thinking of the catalog of music I enjoy. There's a melodic death metal band called Bellacore.
Okay.
Really enjoy their stuff. It would be cool to see them live. But I would also like to see Mastodon and Gojira live. I've seen them both live before, but I didn't really know too much of their music at the time. But I want to see like a Gojira headline show and a Mastodon headline show.
Yeah, they just had a tour together in the US not too long ago. It was amazing.
I know.
The screen visuals were crazy. It was so nuts. It's a good show.
It would have been incredible. Yeah. I admire both those bands, like those three bands and Trivium and Lamb of God, like just the people in those bands, very hardworking people that work well together and feed off each other, and just they're monsters, man. They're on the road all the time. Like, props to them for being together and sticking around with each other and making it work, you know?
Yeah.
They're great. Good role models, I think.
Absolutely. Yeah. Road warriors for sure. What's a band that you can't see anymore because they're no longer around that you would like to see? I feel like I might know this answer, but
yeah, it would be Def, I think. Yeah, the band Def for sure.
Yeah.
What's another one though? I mean, I would love to see Kiss. The band Kiss back in like 1990s would have been sick.
Yeah, that's when I saw them.
Or 80s or something.
Yeah, they were put on a crazy good show. They put on, like, I'd say back in the day, they put on like a show like Rammstein almost does pyrotechnically. Like, they had some crazy stuff.
Metallica did the Symphony of Metallica, and Kiss did one too with the orchestra in Sydney, Australia, I think. I watched a bit of that. I think it was a DVD that we had.
I know that was Australia Symphony. That's pretty cool.
I think it was, yeah. And I mean, the Metallica S&M one is a bit better as far as production and the DVD and stuff. But that was really cool to hear some of Kiss songs with the orchestral element.
Yeah, I think S&M was actually fucking amazing because it really, like, for me, it really put a lot of those songs from Load and Reload into a different perspective, and I just had like a way better appreciation for those songs after they were like composed with that symphony behind it.
Like Outlaw Torn was just epic.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite off that album. It's so good. That jam at the end is just it's just a vibe. I think for me it would have to be Pantera. I mean, Dimebag for me, man.
Dimebag. Yeah, dude, that would be pretty sick to see him shred on stage and like hear that and feel it. Yeah, that guy, to me, he was like Eddie Van Halen in the metal
industry. Like he just the shit he just effortlessly too. The sounds that those two make on guitar was just like the weirdest shit. And like, yeah, it's easier to make that type of, people do it left and right now, but at the time it wasn't like it wasn't normal guitarists are like, what?
They probably had a couple of Jaeger bombs before the show too, so he's just like probably a bit tipsy, but he's just nailing these fucking like solos and
crushing it. Yeah, absolutely. Man. Well,
I just reading one of the comments there in the chat.
I know. Yeah.
I used to jerk off the Kiss. I mean, who hasn't? Who hasn't? What, do you think you're special? Huh?
Make sure you use your love gun.
I still do it. You say you used to do it. I still do it. Come to my level.
So,
Metallica Low 2 was Massive's first metal show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking awesome, Massive. I remember that one DVD, Stunning Cunts. Yeah, but if you say it backwards, it's Cunning. It's Stunning Cunts.
Yeah. I got that DVD too, man.
That DVD's amazing. I think Fuel isn't even, because Reload hadn't come out yet, and Fuel has like different lyrics or something. One of the songs from Reload had like different lyrics because they were still writing them. But yeah, I used to be so obsessed with Metallica.
Yeah, so good, man.
First saw them in like 2004 during the Summer Sanitarium tour, which was them, Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park, Deftones, and Mudvayne.
Oh, that would have been fucking awesome, man. Mudvayne too.
Yeah.
It's cool that they came back together and did some. I think they've been doing some shows together.
Yeah, they're actually touring with Megadeth and All That Remains. I really want to go because I haven't seen them live since that show, actually, and I would love to see them live again. They're an underrated band, man. They got a lot of like, I don't want to say progressive, but they definitely do some time stuff that's like not your normal, and it definitely gets overlooked by other things, I guess. I don't know what, but. And Ryan Martini's
do another album together?
I don't know if they're doing it. I would hope so. I mean, they've been touring for over a year now.
At least one, right?
Right.
Just one little album, one little send-off album.
Right.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. So speaking of like bands that have gotten back together, a reunion, what would you say is like? What would you say is one of those bands that you're glad they got back together, or you're excited that they're doing more music again, or anything like that? Is there any bands as of late that have, a lot of these, there's a lot of bands that have like, long time ago been taking huge hiatus, especially in the metal industry recently. It seems like have kind of joined back together to try and do some album, whether it be an album kind of vibe or, anniversary 10 year or 15, whatever. Anything in particular that you're excited about?
Nothing in particular. I did enjoy the Mudvayne announcement with them doing tours together, and also System of a Down did a little bit of a reunion thing.
Yeah.
And then Pantera, I'm not too. I don't listen to too much Pantera, so
Half-Terra
wasn't really yeah. I mean, that doesn't really count for me without Dimebag anyway.
It's missing the brothers. It's not. Like, Yo, Leader Cola coming in with the 31 viewer host. Oh man. Cola, what's going on, dude?
Cola was a legend.
Guys, make sure you guys are following Cola. Awesome guitar player.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, I hope you had an awesome stream, Cola. Good to see you, dude. Welcome in, everyone. Yeah, I'd say of the ones that... There have been some smaller bands that have gotten back together I'm very excited about. All Shall Perish just recently got back together and played a show in Texas, or a festival in Texas. They've kind of pretty much broke up as soon as Eddie went over to Suicide Silence after Mitch passed.
Right, okay.
And then 3 Inches of Blood just got back together. I know they're doing some like 20th anniversary stuff for Advanced and Vanquish, which was a really awesome album. I don't know if you've ever checked that album out, but...
No, I gotta check that out, Stu, yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. I
just haven't heard much of their stuff.
Oh, that's a classic. Yeah, very... man, it's excellent riffage. I think you'll definitely appreciate it for sure.
Sweet. I mean, also another reunion band who don't have the original members so much. You got, Death to All did do frequent tours together.
Mm-hmm.
Where obviously Chuck, the main guy's not there. He's kind of like the dime bag of the band. But I don't know. I think there's something really cool about a lot of the original, or the past guitarists from the lineups and the past drummers and stuff coming together and doing those tours and bringing the songs to everyone, keeping the legacy alive. I would imagine Pantera do the same thing. So, it'd be worth giving them a shot to check them out live.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. I mean, Zach
but
is
it does
still a
suck that the
crazy
original
good
members
guitarist.
just can't be there.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a question in the chat. Grym, how old are you?
That's a good question. Good emoji that they're using too. Like, you got to do a bit of mathematics to figure this out. But I would say anywhere between 700 to 800 billion years old. Maybe more. I'm not sure. I lost count after about 57.
So were you around during the dinosaurs?
Yes. Before that too. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I've lived many different lives too, and I reincarnated as a dinosaur once, and then again as a dinosaur. You might be familiar in the name Barney. Barney the dinosaur. You might not see him around anymore because, well, I had enough.
Well, then I didn't know that you were my favorite when I was a younger kid as well. Then, and I loved you, and you loved me. So and that's still the case. So that's
I didn't
awesome.
really love you.
Oh, I knew it.
Love is a strong word. I tolerated those children. Tolerate them very much.
Oh man. So,
thanks, Steven, saying looking great for my age. Thank you. Yeah, I cut my hair the other day actually too. A bit of a shine to it now.
Looking smooth. So what do you have as far as what's to come in Grym's dimension here? What is happening in the realm of hell, other than continuing that journey for finding the wizard?
Yes, I got a couple of fun things planned. Obviously, we got the Doomathon stream that we might unlock, and we get to play the Doom games. We hit a sub goal last month for a cooking stream. So I'm going to actually extract another being of me. Everything that I know about cooking is going to be extracted into another being called Grimden Ramsay or something like that. Or Gordon Grimsey, I don't know. But this other being, I'm going to send him to some random guy's kitchen. And he's going to set up a stream there, cameras everywhere. And he's going to cook up a fucking feast for everyone. So we're going to do a cooking stream.
Hell yeah.
This month. And then also probably another meditation stream too.
I'm
at
there
some point.
for sure.
So yeah.
I need my emotions.
We got lots of fun stuff. And then obviously we got the drum kit too. So we do some drumming as well. And then a bunch of this stuff out here, playing some music and stuff too.
So how has that challenge been? Relearning the drums, essentially. Like, how long is that? How long was that gap from last playing drums until recently obtaining this kit to keep jamming again?
It's probably about 10 years. I think.
Oh wow!
Between 8 and 10 years of not playing. Yeah,
a long time.
But it's been coming back. Each stream that I do, I feel like. Get a bit tighter, get a little bit of blisters on the bones again, some calluses there. But it's coming back, and it's getting a bit tighter, a bit better.
Hell yeah!
But yeah, it's kind of like riding a bike, really. You don't really forget it. Like even the double bass, you know how to do it still. Your stamina and stuff just needs to come back to where it was.
Yeah.
But it's been great. It's been good.
That's
it's
awesome.
fun because we can play any song, we can any song the chat can throw at me, I can do on the drums really, but different story with guitar. I can't improv for shit, and I'd rather just play the original.
See, you heard it from another guitarist here. I ain't trying to be rude when I say no offense, but drummers got it easy. Unless you're getting like thrown crazy metal songs every single time. If you're a drummer, you can kind of listen to a song and just kind of play in the pocket. You can't do that as a guitarist.
Nothing worse than someone saying, "Hey, Grym, can you do some like improv over this technical death metal song?"
Yeah.
Like, no, it's technical death metal. There's so much going on already. What am I gonna add to it, huh? It's gonna sound like shit.
Right.
It's gonna sound like noise.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty bad. Well, I could use some work with improv anyway. So, if I'm gonna improv anything, it needs to be like a really simple backing track.
Right.
Where I can try and focus on the notes and stuff. You're really good at it, though. I've seen clips of you doing a Destro.
Thanks,
you hit the pocket on the notes really well.
It's weird. I still don't really consider myself like I just still am a rhythm guitarist to me. Like that can kind of get away with some lead, but I love improvising. I hate that I am like a pentatonic scale kind of bitch. Like I don't really know anything outside of that, other than a couple jazz notes inside that scale. But yeah, I really would love to work on like my other, different scales outside of the normal and kind of be able to
same here
broaden up my improv scaling, I guess. But
the hardest thing is like focusing on like learning different scales and stuff. Like learning like a harmonic minor scale or something, and then you do that run like 1,000 times so that you don't forget it. But
exactly.
Then you take a break from it and you forget it anyway.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck,
exactly.
What was the point of that? Spent a whole day doing that. Whole week, whole month, now it's gone.
Yeah. I really haven't gotten to sit down and do scales in a long time. I do remember there was a while Phrygian is one of my favorites, man. That Egyptian kind of like scale
Phrygian,
vibe is so good. I'm 100% there. Celebrate.
It's a very metal kind of scale, isn't it? It's like based in like Egypt and like it's like an Arabian thing.
Yeah.
But it's like fucking. It works so well with metal.
Maiden did such a good job with that scale, like in the 80s, man. There were so many too. Like obviously, Power Slave is a classic album, but even other songs outside of that album, they just were always crushing that scale.
Like sonically, you associate that scale and that kind of sound with like the gods, the Egyptian gods or something.
Yeah.
And it just really works.
Yeah. I know we were just talking about scales. I do remember a long time ago, I think it might have been on Twitch, you used to do like these levels of training. Do you remember this? How were those streams? And
they're fucked. Actually, this what you said. You asked me a question. What was the worst environment I streamed in? It was those streams, probably. Actually, so it was what I called the 666 stream. So it was 6 hours, 6 exercises, 6 different tempos, and it was just like I created this 1 hour drum track on Reaper, and then like had these tempo markers, 6 different tempos. So we like 100 BPM, 120, 150, 180, 200. And so every time it would go through the whole thing, it would restart automatically and just keep going. So it was 6 hours straight of just audio at different tempos. And I was playing, and so the 6 different exercises were like down picking, triplets, tremolo picking, tapping, scales, and then like improv was at the end, or like just whatever I want, freestyle or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you do like 1 hour straight of just down picking to like 6 different tempos, which was pretty fun for the first 10 minutes. Yeah. And then he's like, fuck, then I gotta do 50 more minutes of this, and then after that, you just gotta do triplets, the same thing.
So did you have to like
interesting.
Do you just, so like for you, since you're a skeleton, do you just like, can you just like dislocate your tired bones and like you just put a new arm on? Or
I could have done that. I didn't think to do that though. Instead, I just let the calcium drain from my skeletal system. Like the blood runs away from your body when you're a human. For me, it's calcium, and so I just felt locked up.
Getting stiff.
It was okay. Yeah, it was okay. Like if anything, my ass hurt the most at the end of that. I was sitting down for 6 hours straight. Didn't really get up to break or stretch. It was just constant audio the whole time, and I was focused, and I wanted to do the whole thing. But that was brutal, that stream. It's not for the faint-hearted, that's for sure.
Right.
So, and I haven't done one for many years now because of that.
It was one of those never again kind of things.
The 12-hour Baby Shark stream I did, where I listened to Baby Shark for 12 hours straight, that was easier than the 666 stream. Yeah. I remember play games and go on my exercise bike out here and shit.
I remember that Baby Shark stream. Within like 10 minutes, you're like, I fucking regret that.
Yeah, mentally it fucked me big time. Like I was listening to Baby Shark in my dreams for like a whole week. I woke up to the sound of it, think it was my alarm clock going off, but it like transformed into Baby Shark for a bit.
Did any baby sharks visit you in the lava? Have you been haunted? Is your ship been attacked by baby sharks?
No, only megalodons. If I see a baby shark, I will destroy it in an instant. Don't want to see any baby sharks. Only grown-up sharks are allowed.
Like the megalodons.
Yeah, I wonder if could I spawn one right now? Might work.
We don't want your ship getting attacked. Oh
there
shit!
We go, there's one there. He's got no name. We can call him Destro though.
Hell yeah! Look at that beauty. I just hope it doesn't attack your ship.
We could do this here. Where we go? Or maybe like here. We got an eye on him here.
Bro, is anyone else's mind fucking blown right now? Yeah, shoot this shit. Oh yeah, we're attacking it. He's attacking this shit. The cannons are a blast.
We could do this instead. I like to use this cannon here. It's actually, I use all the cannons at once. Ready? Check it out.
Oh my god.
Usually you fucking destroy your enemies pretty quick doing that. It gets a bit laggy though. Yeah, it looks like we destroyed the shark.
Good. Fuck that shark.
Yeah, fucking weakling.
Oh man.
You guys lagging, are you?
I'm showing everything good on my end. You're looking good on my end. I'm showing my network being okay. Maybe Kick's kind of just... Yo, DB Cooper, what's going on, dude? I mean, I'm looking at the stream. It looks normal. Maybe I'm just tripping.
It can get the frame rate can get a bit fucked on my end sometimes. There's so much going on, but
you're looking good. Good for me. Crackling sound too. Wait, what? Are you guys high? I think our chat's high. Actually, I think it's just them. I think it's just. Oh wow! Wait, is it really that behind? Holy crap! Okay, interesting. Anyways.
Oh, that kind of lag. I haven't seen any shark or cannons.
Yeah. They're just now seeing the shark. Yeah.
But wait, so you guys are seeing it all, but you're hearing the audio way before it.
Wait, what?
That's fucking weird, man. What the hell?
And this just happened just now, all of a sudden. Now I saw the shark. Wait, we've been off in audio the entire time? Is that what you're saying?
Is that conversation in Discord and the video?
Hey, like since the beginning of stream, Lori?
Damn, that sucks.
That's really weird.
So weird.
It's because Atrex is here. Atrex ruined everything. Thanks, Atrex.
I don't even know you.
Yeah. Okay.
We can put a picture of my face in place of the video if you want to. It's strange because the video that we have in Discord is in real time and it's really nice.
Yeah. Well, good thing all these issues. I good thing I'm recording, so I should be able to like fix it up later. But noticed about 20 minutes ago. Interesting.
Okay.
I think it just happened. Eat shit, Atrex says. No, you first. Okay, well, fuck. Well, I mean, we don't have to chat for too much longer if we're having some technical issues. I know I pretty much kind of gone through everything that I was looking to ask Grym anyway. How about this? We got any news on DreamHack Atlanta? Has Kick mentioned anything about trying to get you out to DreamHack Atlanta?
Not yet. But I was talking with Andrew at Dallas. And he really wants something really cool to happen to DreamHack where we can have our own stage, like Kick gets their own stage, and we can have musicians happening all day at those stages instead of just like a couple of us with a small time block.
Right.
On the main stage. So yeah, so like 3 days straight of just like people like yourself, like Glow Stick, like all those, like Liz Vega as well, and just everyone having a shot doing their music thing on the stage, or not even music, but also like people that might have skits or like
Yeah.
like other fun stage events as well. Like I know BB just did a Dreamathon thing
Yeah.
at Dallas, so anything like that, anything that kit creators can do on a stage, I think Andrew is really pushing to try and have something like that for all of us creators to do that. So we might see that at Atlanta. That'd be really cool. And then of course, yeah, like you get the opportunity and many others as well.
That would be sick. That would be sick to play a song on stage with you, dude. I would lose my fucking mind, bro. That would be fun.
That would be cool, man. Yeah, something cool like that would be fucking. It would be really cool to see.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to just keep pushing and try and make it happen, you know?
Yeah.
Well, shit, y'all. I apologize for all the technical issues that are happening. Like on my end, everything looks right. I'll definitely check the VOD afterwards and kind of just see what's going on. But sorry about all that stuff. Does anybody else in the chat have any other questions for Grym before we let him continue his quest? Love to take some last chat questions here. Side note, I've been playing Diablo 4. I don't know if you ever gotten back into Diablo 4. I know you were playing 2 for a while, but the new season of Diablo 4 has been pretty good.
Yeah. It's been weird. Diablo's been weird. I enjoyed the first one a lot, and the third and fourth have been great as well. I really love doing the story part of it too. I haven't like done the seasonal stuff though, and gotten right into that kind of realm of playing the game.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful game. It's really well developed, very optimized, really nice. You know, like it really hits a spot when you're playing it. Just the little satisfaction you get from like the sound of like the loot and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's really good. Yeah. I gotta play some more of it sometime when I get the chance.
Absolutely, I'd love to play with you and fucking slay some demons together. You probably have an advantage of playing demons because you know how they operate.
Yeah, I know all about them.
Yeah, tons of bitches. Massive Gaming's asking, when is the next stream? When's your next time you're going live, Grym?
Exactly this time tomorrow, I'll be live. So 24 hours from now,
hell yeah,
I'll be live and jamming here, I think.
Nice. Absolutely, you guys gotta make sure you guys are following. I will be there. I know my daughter's got a softball game tomorrow before that, but I'll be definitely joining in afterwards. Nemesis is asking, any advice for people learning guitar?
Yeah, my advice that I always give for beginners is
great question, Nemesis.
Is at the start, there's different paths you can take, with learning theory and scales and stuff. But one big thing is just keeping yourself passionate with the instrument. And the best thing that fuels that passion is playing the stuff that you love. The bands that you love to listen to. I would suggest trying to learn their riffs, just like a riff here and there. It doesn't have to be a full song. Yeah. Because once you do like something like Simple or like the Enter Sandman riff or something like that, or Smoke on the Water. As soon as you get that down and you do it and you run through it once, you're like, holy shit, I can do it. This is amazing. And so it gives you like this boost of encouragement and drive to keep doing it and keep learning, keep playing, and eventually you learn a whole song and you just riff out to it and you have the best time. So that's my piece of advice. Do that and do it consistently.
Yeah.
Consistency definitely is the key. Even just 20 minutes a day. But don't be forceful on it too. If you're not feeling it, don't do it. Otherwise, you just attach like a bad stigma to it. That's what I would say.
Perfect advice.
Early days, anyway.
I totally agree. I think that's pretty much kind of how I was. It was almost like creating your own video game in your head, where like certain riffs were like new achievements that you kind of would do. And you're like, yes, I got this song and this song. I want to learn that riff now, and like maybe not songs but riffs to start, and then you kind of go in further with learning more of the songs and stuff like that.
Sometimes you'll be elsewhere, maybe like riding a train or something, and you're listening to a song and you're like, holy shit, this riff would be sick to learn. And then so you get home and the first thing you do is fucking load up the tabs and you start learning it. And it's exciting.
Yeah, definitely. Nemesis saying, struggling with chord progression and coordination with your hands. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you're playing electric, I would say probably, you know, just keep on those power chords. Obviously, you know, full legit chords don't necessarily need to be played on an electric unless you're really trying for something that does that. But yeah, I mean, I would say like metal and rock, just kind of start with those easy power chords and progress through. Did you have any tips for like progression through getting better at power chords, or even like hand fatigue, like you know, as every young player deals with? What kind of ways did you combat that when you were younger, getting a hold of the instrument?
Yeah, obviously you play chords a lot. You get the hand fatigue. You get kind of crampy in the hands. So when you feel that cramp, it's kind of a good thing because you know that you're pushing your limits. You're on that edge. So
like a workout pump almost.
Yeah, exactly. So you take like time to stretch the fingers. You know, get the blood flowing through there again. You know, give it 2 minutes and then do it again, and then just keep doing that. Keep pushing to that limit. Keep stretching. Do it again. And I think that's the best way to get better coordination is just to keep on doing it and maybe start slow at first until you can coordinate those transitions of chords faster. I find that I'm kind of learning acoustic guitar at this point with chords on an acoustic guitar. All the weird kind of positions you got to use.
Yeah.
I suck at that really bad. I can do power chords easy, but those kind of chords,
they're a different animal.
Game.
Yeah, and the fact that the acoustic strings just feel different. There's more pressure that needs to be applied. So with you having bone against string, what kind of strings are you using to for the most comfortability as opposed to having skin on contact with those strings?
I use titanium plated 95 gauge strings, the thickest and toughest strings known to man.
Made from real human bone as well. I
use the pretty popular brand. I use the Destro 52 gauge to 10 gauge.
Okay.
52 to 10. Yeah.
Nice. How's acoustic been going? How long have you been trying to mess around with acoustic guitar?
I've messed around with the acoustic for many years, probably a good like 6 years or so. But it's going okay. Like my biggest problem is the transition between like one shape of chord to another shape and doing that like seamlessly in time to like the rhythm and stuff. So just doing that really slowly. I learned a little bit of a classical jingle on my guitar, my acoustic guitar, called Spanish Romance. That's been pretty fun.
Oh yeah,
that's like a finger picking thing.
Flamenco is so crazy.
Yeah, and I was trying to learn more than words as well.
Oh, nice.
What's the band called?
Eric Clapton?
No, it's I can't remember. Anyone in chat know More Than Words? The love song.
Isn't that a Clapton song?
The band called maybe they covered it. I don't know. It's a band called Extreme done More Than Words, and I've been
Extreme. I know of Extreme. Oh, I didn't know they did a cover of that. I'm trying to remember. I think. Now I'm thinking I'm crazy. Who does the original?
It's just
Oh, it is Extreme actually. No, you're right. That is like the one. Yeah. That's right. That is a random ass ballad that they had. Why did I always think that was Eric Clapton for some reason? They do kind of sound vocally like Eric Clapton in that tune. Now I'm gonna see myself out because I'm an idiot apparently. I don't know my music history.
There's a video. There's a video of Jack Black and it's not Jimmy Kimmel, the other one.
Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon and Jack Black doing the More Than Words. They do the exact video rendition cover of it, and it's great.
Nice. Yeah, Jack Black's amazing. Destro, you're crazy.
Yeah,
Shut
Tenacious
up.
D would be great to learn on acoustic. Actually, should use their songs more.
Yeah. They got some really good acoustic
I tried
stuff.
to learn Double Team actually. Double Team. I don't know if you remember that one from Tenacious D.
That's on the self-titled one, right? On the self-titled album.
I think it was on there. Yeah, the self-titled album.
Yeah. That album is so good, dude. The drive-through skit is just the best.
Yeah. So good.
Have you ever seen Tenacious D live?
No, that's a band I would love to see live.
They're amazing. I got to see them with Dave Grohl played drums for them the whole set. It was pretty badass.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
Before they retire.
So you don't get a lot of tours that come to the hell. So you don't get to see a lot of bands, unfortunately, huh?
Yeah, gotta pay a good amount of money to travel to where they do go to. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But sometimes they do. They pop down here in hell, and I can catch them. I catch them when I can. Sometimes you get some good comedians down here too. So
yeah,
just gotta pick the right time.
What was the last concert that you went to?
Shit. I think it might have been Trivium actually, and that would have been
nice.
Holy shit, that would have been in 20. Well, as far as big bands go, it would have been Trivium 2016.
Oh wow!
I think. So that was fucking 8 years ago. But I've watched a bunch of local bands over the years too, but even not that often too. It's been probably a good year or so since my last.
Yeah. Well, man, I think you got to get to some concerts. You got to just, I mean, I'm not saying to steal any bands from me. I don't need any of my favorite bands dying for you to see them, but we need to get you to some shows.
I'll tell you what, I will be watching more shows soon because I want to start playing more shows, more local shows, because the Dream Hack experience was great, but that's just the start. I got some work to do.
Yeah.
Got to get some shows under my belt so that I can maybe one day, come to the US and the UK and tour those places.
Yeah.
So yeah, got to get on some gigs, hit up some promoters, and then obviously from that I'll probably watch a lot of live shows there and maybe network and get some people involved in what I'm doing through that too.
Hell yeah.
That's the plan anyway.
Nice. Well, I definitely hope that the seas keep sailing the way they are for you, because it just seems like it's been fantastic to see yourself grow over these past four and a half years. I'm absolutely honored to witness it and be a fellow colleague in the streaming side of things. Like I said earlier, you're a big inspiration on that. And this is probably a good question you kind of had with advice for guitarists. What kind of advice would you give for fellow streamers, whether they're doing music or even maybe if they're not doing musical content?
Yeah, so music streaming is definitely a very niche thing, and it's not very popular yet, very mainstream, I should say. But it's fulfilling to write music, to play music on a stream. It's exciting, it's energetic, it's moving. But also, as a streamer doing that, it's good to mix things up a bit, because you can get burnt out from it too. Playing the same songs every day, especially if you're doing a stream every single day of the week, you will burn yourself out. That's why I've tailored my schedule to be 3 days a week with a day off in between to work on other stuff. And it's just good for the mental health doing that way, I reckon, or any way like that. And yeah, kind of mixing things up, make things interesting. Maybe you do a gaming stream at one time, do a meditation stream, or a cooking stream or something. You don't have to always do music, but do some fun stuff for your community too, and maybe set some goals around that. Because I find having goals on the stream, you generally hit them more, and then in turn you get more revenue, and you can fund more things for the music side of stuff too. So there's lots to take in with it. A big learning curve as well if you're starting out, but keep an open mind, research, watch YouTube tutorials.
Absolutely.
That's been my best friend for the last 5 years, man. YouTube tutorials, and just go for it. Give it a go. Put out some music, and just try and have fun with it too. Don't burn yourself out.
Yeah. While at the same time, and I know this may seem weird if you're a streamer yourself, hearing me say this, but don't get comfortable. Like sometimes when we get too comfortable, 100%, absolutely, you just get complacent, and you start to develop habits that may not be the best practices, and then you end up being one of those streamers that's wondering why no one's there. And some people, it sucks, because that can really have a whole toll on your mentals. And I hate when I see stuff like that, and people start, some streamers start blaming the community, or blaming the platform, the platform's fault, this and that. Don't be afraid to look inward, guys. Like there's always a way to adapt and adjust or pivot to bring that audience in. It just may not always be you just may not find that right thing the first or second or even third time. So came back in, still lagging. Oh man, some of you guys are having issues, some of you guys aren't. I don't know, guys, I apologize. We're gonna be ending up we're gonna be ending here very soon. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. It looks all good on my end. Even when I'm playing it back, it's looking fine. But I don't know. So I apologize, guys.
That's okay.
Oh, well, then maybe we should probably just wrap this up since we're having some technical difficulties on the viewer end. We went through so many great questions tonight. I absolutely
chat, man.
Loved having you on, dude. I'm so excited for the future for us as musicians, us as metal guitarists, us as kick streamers. I really hope I can see you at DreamHack Atlanta and we can rendezvous again. And like you said, hey, who knows? Maybe something even more great can happen where we're jamming some tunes together.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, same to you. You know, thank you for this chat, and thank you, Destro's community, for being here for the chat, and my community as well. I've seen some people from my community tuning in as well.
Absolutely, guys.
And yeah, it's I look forward to the future as well for music, live music streaming, and also kick as well. Lots of great stuff is in the works. So it's gonna be cool, man. It's gonna be cool to see what happens, what unfolds.
Hell yeah. I'm excited. Make sure you guys tell your friends all about Grym, guys. Make sure you guys are following Grym, guys. Make sure you guys are following all of those channels. Tell your grandmother, yeah. Follow him on all those platforms. He's on Kick, he's on Instagram, he's on Twitter X, he's on TikTok, he's on YouTube as well, even Facebook. You guys can find him everywhere for his awesome content. And if you didn't check out his DreamHack performance, definitely go back to the VODs and check those out. What he's doing for metal, for the music industry, for the streaming industry, for the music streamers, for guitarists in general. Like, there's just so much that I'm so excited about that this guy is pulling off right here, and absolutely love to see it, dude.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it very much.
Of course.
Make sure you follow Destro too, you guys, if you haven't already.
Hell yeah. All right, y'all. Well, you guys have a great night. And guys, thanks for coming into this episode 5 of Discussions with Destro. Wait, before I leave, I almost forgot. I never do this because we end up getting caught with chatting. Our first guitar back stream is going to be this Friday. We haven't played guitar in over a week. We're going to be kicking it off with Asley Dine's Shadows Are Security on Friday. That album turns 19 years old.
Fuck yeah.
So that's going to be fucking awesome. And for next episode, guys, oh, it didn't pop up. Why didn't it pop up? I'll just pop this up. For the next episode, guys, episode 6, we're going to be having another good kick streamer here, another musician. Obviously, we're keeping this music oriented. On Wednesday, July 10th, we're going to be having Echoes Nation in here to chat about all of his music experiences. He just shot a recent a music video at Midwest Fest this past weekend, so we're going to be finding out all about that. And he's done some great recording in Nashville for some of his singles lately with some good producers, so that's going to be a good show, guys. Make sure you guys check it out. Hell yeah. All right, Grym, I will let you go. We're going to get on out of here, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys later. Make sure you guys check out Grym's stream tomorrow and in the future, and we'll check you guys later. Peace.
Thank you, man. Gotcha.